That's a question. Can you stay counter? You are fake news, sir. Go ahead. Can you
2 cents? Hello to my blue friends, get another spinning and they call it revolution. Loose lips, fatter than a new tits. Glass make her think it's ruthless. Deuces, 2 cents.
What's going on, guys? I hope everyone is having a great day. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're coming back, welcome back. All right, guys, so we are live here today, and we're going to do something a little bit differently today. Today, we are going to take a look at Watchdog videos as opposed to auditor videos. So I guess we kind of are watching auditor videos, but I figure we've showcased many of the different Watchdogs just in case you guys don't know who they are. Maybe you guys are familiar with them. You guys could go ahead and sub to them and, let them know that, you support what they do as well. But before we get started with that, I would like to introduce my current panel right now. We have a current Watchdog right now on panel with us, the lovely Lavender Mexican. How are you today, Lav?
I'm all right. How's everybody in chat? Good to see you all.
Gary, what's up, Gary? How are you today?
I'm doing just fine, man.
Great. Glad to hear. And of course, my co-host on the Cali Connection. We're not really Watchdogs. We kind of do our own thing. We follow our own drum. We follow the beat to our own drum over there, right, Kimber?
That's right.
And of course, here we are, Hank, the guy who's probably rushing from panel to panel right now. What panel are you coming from right now, Hank?
He must be on another panel right now as we speak.
He must be on another panel.
Yeah. No.
He's on 2 or 3.
No, I was on one earlier, but only one.
I saw you up on Polly's. I saw you up on Polly's earlier, and then someone told me you were like co-hosting on Glenn's too. Man, you're busy today already.
Actually, I was on Glenn's earlier.
Yeah, he doesn't remember. You got to remind him what panels he was on. He's on so many.
You should get a calendar and keep track of all these. I'd be curious to see what your number was, even in just a month.
Right.
Well, I've been on over 10 panels in one day.
Holy cow!
All right, so I just want to see. Nobody. I don't think anybody on panel recognizes what is my avatar today, guys. Does anybody in chat recognize what this is in reference to? Anyone? Hank, do you know?
No, I do not. It looks familiar, but can't place it.
I already told Lavender and Gary. I don't know if I told Kimber. Do you know what this is reference? Did I tell you, Kimber, or no?
No.
What is it reference
Trying to figure it out.
Anyone in chat know what this is in reference to?
It does look familiar.
Doesn't it? He said Albert Moses movies. Well, it is. It was made into a movie just recently, actually.
Oh, recently. Huh.
Well, not recently, but recently within the last 10 to 15 years. So I guess not really recently, huh? That's a good guess, but no. Okay, yes. Now it's based off of a book, and then they turned it into a movie.
Is it a Stephen King book?
No.
Don't let the color play into it.
Yeah, don't let the color or the feel. It was a children's book. I'll put it that way.
Oh, Lord of the Rings?
That's not a children's book.
And they've made movies about that one long.
I give up.
Okay. Anyone? What about you guys in chat? Anyone? Any guesses? The Beatles? Really, Hornet? The Beatles? Really? What? Because they're walking in a line? Maybe because they're walking. Maybe because they're walking in a line, but there's no street, so it's not like
it's not
Snow White.
Road.
No. All right. No. Okay. So it was the movie, the book, Where the Wild Things Are. It was my favorite book growing up as a kid.
Oh,
they recently turned it into a movie. Yep.
I didn't know they made that into a movie.
They did.
Like
I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, they turned it into a movie. This is Where the Wild Things Are. One of my favorite books growing up as a kid. So yeah, I thought it would be kind of cool for that little thing. Wizard of Oz? No. Oh, hey, Adam, I'm glad you're here, actually. Before we get started, all right, so many of you know on this channel who New Normal is, right? You've seen him in the chat. You've seen him in the comments.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Unfortunately.
I had an interesting conversation with him earlier today, actually. And it was
Oh,
about Adam. He was really upset at Adam. He was like, why are you allowing Adam to comment stalk me? I'm like, comment stalk you?
what?
Like, exactly.
Hello,
Is that a
Pot.
thing?
Well,
Hello,
I-
Pot. Let me introduce you to the kettle.
I guess it is. I mean, I was surprised. Like, well, he's not. I told him, I'm like, well, Adam's not doing anything against TOS, so he's okay doing what he is doing. And then he's like, so you're okay with him comment trolling me? And I'm like,
Yep, sure are.
yeah. It's like, yeah, he's fine. He's not doing anything. I'm like,
Your point is.
so apparently, New Normal thinks that Adam's First Amendment rights to say what he wants on my channel stop where New Normal's feelings begin.
Well,
Interesting, huh?
isn't that normal for an auditor to only be interested in their amendments until they infringe on their amendments?
Exactly. Yeah, Adam, you
course.
are a stalker. And he tried to get me to do something about you. New Normal, you're probably going to watch this. So my suggestion to you would be block Adam. That way you don't see him. That's the only thing you could really do. Because he's not going against TOS.
Wait. Stop. Stop.
Hey,
Okay.
A
Adam.
troll contacted someone that he's trolling to complain about his troll.
Yes.
Wow.
I know, right?
This is blowing my mind right now.
Right? Ridiculous. Oh, we lost.
Wow.
Just having issues again. Fucking give Adam a wrench. No, I would, but no. Even Adam knows he'd take advantage of it. I know.
Hey.
Irony.
Hey, Adam. If you have a disability and you put out a PayPal, you might be an auditor.
All right, so we are going to start with the Watchdogs. We're going to start with Lavender. Now, Lavender, while we get this queued up, why don't you tell everyone, just give them kind of like a brief overview of what your channel is, what you do, who you focus on, blah, 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 blah.
So I am prior law enforcement and I make videos. I guess maybe pointing and laughing at the air quotes 1A auditors, frauditors, constitutionalists, again, air quotes, activists that go out and harass, antagonize, and make themselves part of the story when they're out doing their little cop watches and 1A audits. I also like to show the actual laws, the whole thing, instead of the cherry pick parts that the auditors like to use.
That's not fair.
I know. I do not have a current copy of Black's Law.
How
How
dare
dare
You
you?
need one.
I know if someone could donate that to my channel, it would
They're
greatly be
expensive.
appreciated.
Yeah. So somebody out
Yeah.
there donate one.
So
But make sure it's a really, really old one.
no, I want the
So
new
you-
one.
No, you
give
want
her,
the old one too.
give her the third edition.
Is it the
Yes.
third or fifth?
They like the
Go with
second.
the third.
They also go like fifth or seventh, too. They like to use the
Yeah.
old one.
Okay, so
They don't use a new one because the new one gets rid of everything that they argue is gone. So of course
Yes,
they don't use
yes. They've actually updated to include the definitions as seen in today's
it.
world.
It's exactly, which you would hope they would do.
See, Virgo recommends the second and the fourth.
Oh, there we go. Second and fourth.
okay, thank you, Virgo.
Hey Virgo, how you
So-
doing?
I try to kind of point out what these guys are doing that really is unlawful and show, hopefully, Yes, I do actual legal research on my videos. To point out, and hopefully some of their subscribers will watch and see and think, hey, wait a minute. Maybe I am being screwed over here. Let me rethink this situation and maybe do a little research of their own.
Yeah, Virgo, if you want to come up, you can come up too. We're
Yes,
gonna do one of your
please.
videos. We're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna do one of your videos later as well. This as well as keeping it criminal if he's in the chat lurking somewhere. We're gonna do one of yours too. And Artie. So we're gonna start here. This is her latest video. It is entitled "I Do Not Consent. I Do Not Consent," and we're gonna go ahead and get this started.
Lavender Mexican, it's time to let them know. Steady critiquing First Amendment auditor videos, exposing fake news, all this misinformation. Sick of these e-beggars, it got me so frustrated. They are not really activists, acting like they involved. They are not protecting our civil rights. Time to get a real job. Hey, no, they do not speak for me. If you want the truth, well then let's begin. Wake up, come vibe out. Yeah, he's the Lavender Mexican. Let's go.
Awesome intro, by the way.
Seriously, it is a great intro.
Thank you, Kenny.
Here, after the last attending,
Who is this, by the way? What auditor is?
Leonidas Lincoln or Lincoln Leonidas or something.
Never even
like
heard
that.
of them. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Where are they based out of?
I don't know.
Okay.
I do want to say real quick, he looks very official with the clipboard. A clipboard always makes everything more official.
Oh, that means he's taking after our good buddy Audit Them, because Audit Them goes around with a clipboard as well.
He also has dreads and everything.
Oh, I think I know who this guy is. Okay.
Nothing says I'm here for official purposes like dreadlocks.
Yes.
Especially if they're multicolored.
Today, Junior, they instituted COVID policy so that you can maintain 6 feet distancing.
Highlighted.
What it is, you got to let the head of the court's admin know that you're coming in so that they don't overpack the court. So here's my email, attending court in person.
Makes sense, though, right?
11/12. That's me, December 9. And here's court admin Don Fenimore, December 9th, getting right back to me. And he says, I'll consult the president judge.
So he's supposed to go to court, right? He's got a court date, and now he wants to audit his court date?
No, this is a hearing on a different court date, but he wants to be there to video record it. So he emailed the judge.
And can we get him PayPal set up for Hooked on Phonics?
Right? Yes.
Well, look, at least he's we can see he's not poor. He has the multicolored highlighters. He's got orange there.
Yeah.
He's got the yellow. He's got his pink. Got to give him that much credit. At least
his papers are laminated in case it
they
rains or he cries.
And look,
or he drools.
And look, they're straight lines. It's not like a curvy line trying to, when he's highlighting. So
I
he
really
can stay within the lines.
He's using a ruler.
Oh, that's probably right. He probably is using a ruler.
I only say this because of more documents coming up.
Rulers are tyrants, so he won't use one.
Oh, there it is.
There's no markings on it.
It looks like he got this right from a fucking website. Because look, the picture, it really looks like he printed it from a website. Just you know what I mean? Because look, because you see the like button, the fucking he did get this straight from a website. Weirdo.
To see if I can get you in the courtroom or through teleconnection for the most recent COVID order. Until that same day, December 9th, order of the court, limited judicial proceedings for all court shall be limited to the parties and counsel involved. Now that's coming from our head president judge, Michael George, who this guy's a deviant turd. If you see here, he is famous for his gay panic murder defense in the county where he victim shamed the gal that actually lived through and that allowed the presiding judge, Thomas Kuhn, to order of the court.
It's okay,
this
Virgo.
hearing that I was
Get
trying
better.
to attend is hereby canceled. And he even goes on to cite that parties are reminded to comply with the COVID order, especially in respect to non-party witnesses, i.e. me, this guy. All right.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
Hey, what's
Kenny,
going
can
on,
I
guys?
clarify something?
What's up, buddy? I was hoping you'd.
Sure.
Where he's going da 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 da. Now, if you look that up in the Black Laws Dictionary, it has on there cherry picking.
Or he can't pronounce those words.
Common term used.
And what's with this? Looks like one of those glow in the dark stickers, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Is it?
Safety stickers.
It's the electronics of the metal detector. It's telling you to walk.
Oh, okay. There we go. There you go. That makes a lot more sense. That actually makes a lot more sense.
It's okay, Kenny.
Remember last time I was
That
in
makes a
here
lot more
and,
sense.
you said I'd be in contempt of court. What's that? I'm not allowed to film in here. Why is that?
So, DJing.
Where's the idiot that says that?
Hi,
what says that?
DJ, my side piece.
Yeah, why can't I film
Hi,
in here?
DJ.
And Oli, this is one of Lavender's videos. We're doing a showcase on all the Watchdogs, just so people may not know who they are, can have a taste of what kind of videos they do.
All right,
And
well, this
yeah,
is
go sub if they haven't already.
Noli is a sub, so.
Oh, I'm very aware. I'm very
Sure.
aware. After I contacted on December 9th, after I contacted the courts, let them know I wanted to come in. President Judge George invented.
Wait, didn't he just say what judge it was? Why do you have to go and look what judge it is? He must be nervous. He must be super
Or
nervous.
just
dumb.
stupid.
Or just dumb.
Just
Yeah.
dumb.
I was trying to give
dumb, yeah.
I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, guys.
I
Dumb,
prefer
stupid, moron, auditor.
a new court order to try and prevent First Amendment rights from being uptaken.
I'm surprised you didn't mispronounce new.
Right?
Right. And that would work if you guys actually reported correctly electronically what goes on in those courts, but you don't.
Right?
So you don't co-own a house with
Oh my
Miranda
gosh.
Look, it's from Ben Verified, so it's got to be true.
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah.
That's what the show Catfish uses.
My First Amendment rights.
Well, is this auditor's name Bend Over?
Yes.
It will be one day.
Are you stupid or something?
So if this ends up being not legal, and I'm contesting this with you right now, do you think there might be a conflict of interest with you enforcing these rules?
I agree,
Considering you have a
Noli.
vested financial interest with someone I'm suing in this building? Even if it's an illegal rule you're enforcing.
It's one of the big things. They expect, because they go out and they say something, that they're supposed to stop doing what they're doing, their procedure and all that, just based off of their word alone. You know, this officer, or I'm not sure, the security guy, whoever he is pretty much putting the spot on. Look, if it turns out I'm wrong, I'm going to be wrong and I'll fix that, but I'm not going to do it just for you.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to uphold it.
Yeah.
So there's no inter-office dating policy against it, but there is a policy against pulling prisoners from a...
Wait, inner office dating? What does that have to do with anything that's going on here?
That sounds like some new
Oh
dating app.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yep.
What did that have to do with
It's like
anything?
he doesn't have a leg to stand on, so he switches gears real fast to something else.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. What's up, Gerg?
Let me dig deep
So
into
who's this winner?
What?
What?
He wants to know
Who's
who
this
is.
winner?
Oh, okay.
Who's
Leonidas.
this winner? Oh my God. Leonidas,
Let us answer.
like 300
Let us answer.
Sparta.
Let us answer, Kirk. Let us answer. Go ahead,
You
Lavender.
must have a
It's
delay.
like Lincoln Leonidas or Leonidas Lincoln or something like that.
Well, he uses that
Leonidas?
name because he likes to go around in a banana hammock.
Maybe
Oh my God.
Leonidas because he wants to do the Sparta kick. I want to do the Sparta kick too. That's an awesome kick, by the way.
Hell
Yes, but
yeah.
this auditor likes to go around in sandals, a banana hammock, and a cape.
Yeah, that's why he wants to do it. You're right.
Wow.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Look at all these guys.
Working.
Especially since a shiny green suit is so awesome, Noli.
But you're head of building security. How could you not know about that? Especially if the guy you co-own accounts with is prosecuting me twice with the same crimes.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
No. Why did he take me out of the secure holding facility to put me next to a guy?
What were you doing in the holding facility in the first place?
I'm telling you, it happened. Is that against policy? How is that not against policy? The whole point of having a secure bullpen is to keep secure prisoners away from the public. And I was pulled out of it into the hallway. Can you pull film from then? If I shoot you an email and tell you when that court date was, can you pull that up? Okay.
I would have turned it up, but I didn't want this guy's voice to be louder.
But there is recording here. There is recording down here, right? I remember, I think I called you out for sitting here right at that desk as a child molester walked in and out of this entire courtroom, and you watched it. You watched him eat lunch in the president judge's chambers. That's the kind of man you are. And it's infringing my First Amendment right.
Now, did that make any sense to any of y'all?
Is the president judge the ruler of all judges?
Yes.
Apparently.
Yeah,
Is an elected officer, or is he appointed?
But I don't know.
Elected.
But I'm just really confused on the deputy allowing someone to go eat lunch with the judge.
No, none of what he's doing or saying is making any sense whatsoever. You found a good one on this one.
Okay, because Whew, okay.
Yeah, he's just an idiot.
No idea.
Well, I know the stenographer's reporter edited like crazy, man. And that's like part of what I actually filed in my case right now. So yeah, no, that's infringing my First Amendment rights.
I'm expecting him to say something like, do you condone shopping at Walmart since they let Chomo shop there?
Right.
That's coming up next.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
But that doesn't seem strange to you? It's coincidental. Something may be worth investigating.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, if a sovereign citizen can read Black's Law Dictionary and just make that law, then this guy can determine whatever he wants to determine and think whatever he wants to think on, whatever he wants to. It's all to the good. It's not going to make it any more legal than it makes for that makes Black's Law Dictionary for the sovereign. So, just go ahead and be an idiot.
I've read Dr. Seuss, so therefore he must always eat green eggs and ham.
Always eat green eggs and ham. And why wouldn't you anyway?
Doctor wrote that. That's all true.
He was a doctor. He earned his degree.
Wow.
You're just stopping me from access to reporting from this legal action.
Oh my God.
in order to be allowed to go to a different location. Right. A court order can't supersede the First Amendment, though.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Judge court order can. He's a fucking idiot. He is a
Yeah.
God, this dude is just wow.
Well, he's using his word salad when he doesn't understand the meaning of the words.
Exactly. This is ridiculous.
But he is addressing the president of judges.
He is. What's up, DFK? All right, so here we go.
So does the president of judges is the president of judges more powerful than the Supreme Court?
Right.
Must be.
Well,
So,
gotta be.
okay, let me ask you about this. So you said
What he's hoping he can tell this guy, confusing what's word salad. This guy allows him to go do what he's doing, and not only that, this guy goes and confronts the judge. Says, "No, judge, word salad says you're wrong, and this guy's right." That's what he wants, but that's never going to happen.
President Judge.
That's right. I'm sorry, Mr. President Judge.
Yes, this guy thinks the attorney general's in the military.
He isn't?
Oh, Kimber. Pick up a book, Kimber. Pick up a book.
Yes.
saying I can't record down right here, right now, right here.
Right.
Oh my God. I thought he was.
Right. Well, do you want to know?
You're joking, Gerg? Really? Okay, we're just gonna leave that one alone. We're just gonna leave that one.
The law. I got a copy of the law right here that says I can.
Uh-oh.
Laminated
Now
must
that
be
you know about
real.
it, qualified.
Yep, laminated. That means it's legit.
Yep. And highlighted. Damn.
Immunity really doesn't work.
Just look at the
I
license,
highlighted
my
everything.
driver's
Right
license
here.
I printed
It
this
says I can
morning.
do it.
Right.
What it says I can't do it outside a courtroom. What floors are the courtrooms on?
What?
Only if I want to go elsewhere. I'm allowed to video cast down here.
Yeah, that look, which is like, do you not hear what I just said?
Just how dumb are you?
Right? That really was that look. He's like, okay.
Oh, now you want to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Now you want to talk. What's your name? What's your name, dog? What is your name? I'm asking.
What is your name, Doe? Is he trying to make fun of his weight and say call him a doughboy? That's just rude.
Or can he not pronounce dog either?
And maybe he can't pronounce dog. That's probably more likely, huh?
Please identify yourself. I don't think so.
He sees the word dog and thinks that G is silent.
That's not.
Yeah.
You know what it is? This is Will Turbot in kindergarten, right? This is like a kindergarten version of Will Turbot. He thinks he's smart. He thinks he knows all this stuff, and he's just mispronouncing things left and right. What's up, DFK?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
Hey, DFK.
No, you're gonna have to cite me.
No, I don't have
to. Arrest me and cite me.
It's time to leave.
Look at this guy. Look at this.
That looks like P. Barnes.
You're gonna be able to put your hands on me now?
A younger version.
Yeah.
Is this auditor fishing
Y'all
for a
are
date?
have to cite me.
Maybe.
Here's all these Don't, man. Your face. Hold on. Let me get that name. Let me get that name. Let me get that name, Chomo.
Oh.
Really? Let me get that name. Throwing it out there.
Perfect segue shot there, Lav.
Right. And that right
Thank
there is just proof
He
that
is getting good about that.
those terms out there for no reason. He has no proof by any terms because he just called this dude a chomo because he, doesn't, he's stopping him from doing what he wants to do, essentially.
Hey guys, here we go. Whoa, here we go. Whoa, hey, I don't consent. I don't consent. I don't consent.
I don't consent. Oh, we're sorry. We'll leave you alone now.
I don't consent. I don't consent. I don't consent.
I don't consent.
That's the beauty of an arrest. You don't have to consent to it. It's still gonna happen.
not scared of you.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm the only one
I'm
that
not
thinks
scared of you.
this, but
I'm
had
not
he
scared of you.
not called these officers chomos and disrespected him the way that he did, he would
Or
probably not be facing this right now at this moment.
No, probably
That's
not.
my opinion.
Probably not.
or he knew a damn thing that he was talking about might help.
Yeah. Well, I think eventually, even if he wouldn't have done it that way, he still would have refused to leave, and he probably would have been arrested anyway because he's just an idiot. But I think it would have happened a little bit later. I think this is an unavoidable
Is,
situation for this guy.
is this a known auditor or just
No,
some
he's kind of
random?
a smaller one. He's a smaller one.
He's known in his own mind.
Yeah. The voices in his head know him real well.
Well, I put it in chat. I am closing in on 100 subscribers. 100.
Well,
I was
congrats.
at like 61 or some 51, something like that, like a week and a half ago. So DFK is blowing up, baby.
Blowing up.
Blowing up.
Exactly. Stay at home and play the
get
camera in
into, I
his
have to stop
basement.
recording. We're still recording right now. Can you guys let me turn my device off? Yeah, we'll turn it off.
What is he crawling on the ground?
I think
Hey,
so.
look, there's Goofy.
That won't prosecute or won't.
He's in drone mode.
Guys getting my stabbing. Getting my stabbing. They won't report it.
Stabbing. You got stabbed? A cop won't help him?
No, I guess not.
This is where I have to turn my phone.
With his winning personality, I'm surprised he hadn't been stabbed many times before.
I know, right?
That probably
All
wasn't
right.
the first, and it won't be the last.
All right, so there we go. What'd you guys think? That was Lavender Mexican, her latest video. Gary, what'd you think?
Excellent.
Oh, that was you recording Lavender?
Yes,
Well,
it was.
she did the video.
She did, yeah. Critique of the video.
Were you the one that got stabbed?
Yeah.
DFK, have you read the title to this stream?
No.
Obviously.
Okay, that's a good place to start.
Yes, Watchdogs, a closer look. So we're taking a look at all the Watchdogs, and we're taking a look at some of their videos. And we started out with the lovely Lavender Mexican. So this is one of her videos on an auditor.
Oh, on an auditor, not as an auditor. Okay, that on as makes a big difference. Okay, never mind.
Absolutely.
Again, I refer to my last statement.
Okay, and I thank God it wasn't Lavender that got stabbed. Okay,
agreed.
Even making money while I'm sitting on the potty. Thank God I'm a billionaire.
All right,
Shut
so
up,
what'd you think?
Hank, or I'll stab you.
Gary, what'd you think?
Okay, am I going to be rudely
my leg.
interrupted again there, DFK? Thank you. I thought it was a very excellent piece of work. The cut-ins were good and everything just flowed.
Great. DFK, what you saw of it, what'd you think?
I caught a very little bit of it. I'm not sure exactly how much force he was really met with, as to how much he actually received, as to what his narrative was on the force.
Okay. Again, I'll actually refer to the content of this stream, and her coverage of this was really good. The way she, her outtakes had me rolling. I saw. I just. But
I think someone's in love.
Who isn't in love with Lavender?
Me.
Okay, well then you're the only one.
Okay.
I mean, Kimber is.
I'm
She
in
doesn't
love with
she doesn't
Lavender.
even like girls, and she doesn't even like girls.
That's right.
Okay, well, I'm probably
Still
gonna have
sound.
to go watch some of Lavender's videos and stuff, and maybe check them out. Maybe she should be somebody I'm in love with, but at this moment in time, no, I'm not in love, so I'm not
Well, you
dumbfounded
still
by
got
it.
Shelly. You're good.
It's okay.
What? I'm sorry. What?
You still got
You
Shelly.
have Shelly. You're good.
Shelly's still
Oh no,
there.
I don't have Shelly. I never had Shelly. I never will have Shelly, and I'm good with that.
Did she turn you down?
All right, guys. So let's stay on subject.
Actually, I turned her down seriously, I turned her down.
Yes, we believe that.
Oh yeah,
All right,
I know.
So Kimber, what'd you think, man?
I thought the guy was a complete moron, but I thought Lavender did a wonderful job with the video.
And I agree. I think she did a great job. Thank you very much. Keep it a criminal. You can come up here. We're going to do one of your videos.
Thank you.
Oh. All right. So this next watchdog we're going to take a look at is actually the first watchdog that I ever subscribed to. The first watchdog that I was in a DGen before I even knew what a watchdog was. So we're going to take a look at one of DGen's latest video, Degeneration Nation. I'm sure everyone here knows who Degeneration Nation is.
Who?
If you don't,
Who?
if you don't, and you're
My
like Kimber
side
and
piece.
Gary
Do
here,
not
then
know.
you
that-
really
okay.
need to check him out. If Mods can post his link and post Lav's link too in the panel, that'll be awesome. And what's up, KFC?
Is this that degenerate nation that the diapered one mentions all the time?
Yes. All right, here we go. Degenerate Nation. Apparently, he has a new theme too. So let's check this out. Fancy.
There we go. Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is.
I am Sharon Tracy and I'm Worship American National.
Whoa! King Kong! Fucking degenerate.
Real talk. But when I first started watching DJing, I thought that was Degen. It's a fucking degenerate. I really thought that was him.
I did too.
When I first started watching, I was like, "That's Degen." I'm like, "Okay, right on." It didn't, it didn't dawn on me for a while, but yeah, I legit thought that was Degen at first. I'm not even gonna lie. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Real quick before we move forward, that last video y'all did was that Last Days of Freedom?
No.
Okay, good. Because I got one coming out about him shortly. I just didn't want to do something somebody else just released.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't Last Days of Freedom, no. It was like some Leonidas something. I don't know.
Lincoln Leonidas.
Yeah, Lincoln Leonidas.
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
Hey, everybody. This is Average Joe Press. We're in Brazelton, Georgia.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Exactly.
Walk around the post office. See if we can exercise our First Amendment right.
You know, it's sad that there are actually people out there that believe this has anything to do with the First Amendment and not just harassment for views and AdSense.
So this is a really small post office. Some phone numbers here. Place covering recommended. Of course, the first thing everybody's going to want to look at is make sure we got the poster 7.
Hey Gary, there's your name. Or part of your name.
Yeah, there it is. 911.
That's refers to Gary's younger brother.
Oh. Okay.
Oh God, we've got another. So we got 2 stalkers in chat today. Taco's a stalker and Adam's a stalker. What's with all the stalkers that are like this channel, man? I don't know if I'm comfortable with stalkers liking me.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
Taco.
worry. You will hear him cherry pick poster 7 later on in the video.
If you found this video,
Stop
You're
fucking
gonna say-
following me. Go eat some tacos.
do
Ooh, I want tacos.
I do want tacos.
I'll take so.
A thumbs up helps.
Oh, I like the Superman clip.
A thumbs down still sort of helps.
Oh, now it's gonna get good.
Let Josh live. Free Josh.
I think watching paint dry or water boil would be a lot more exciting to watch than this guy.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
How long are those chains? I hope they're long enough, and there's no pen on that one chain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, you can't give away all your.
Because
So
they
you
ain't
had
worried about
Dolph giving
anybody
him the
stealing
dirty.
a 29-cent pen.
Even that Dolph's giving
Well,
him a
that's
dirty look. Like, really?
Yep.
Well, attached to that chain is a stealth pin, so you can write
Yeah.
in secret.
Banks
Well,
have
I
them
think
chained down because they don't want it being stolen.
I think it was. I think the original pin was taken, and someone decided to leave this one, and they put a little post thing on it, so
Yeah.
you know it's the post office. You know, thinking that that'll stop people. Well, if the chain wouldn't stop them, maybe this cool sticker will.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
we'll
a
do an
violation,
exchange.
though.
We
Every
will start an exchange program for pens.
every time I
Do-
see the pins chained down, I want to steal the chain and leave the pen.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, me
Hey,
too.
guys, donate to Gary 111's PayPal so we can get this bank much needed pins. We will get it done,
Yeah.
guys. Donate
It's
to
Oh, this is a
Gary
post
111.
office. We're in a post office. We're not in a bank.
According to SoftSets, post offices are banks. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I guess I missed that memo. My bad.
What's that now?
You're not allowed to videotape from the post office.
Yes, I am.
As with every other frauditor, he is too stupid to realize that if they say you can't record in here, then according to Poster 7, you need to shut it off. Try actually reading Poster 7 for once.
Bitch, are you dumb, 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 dumb?
Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to stop recording.
Now, Lav, you guys use kind of like the same song, but he used a shirtless guy that did that, and you chose to do with a shirt. Why did you go with the shirtless one? Just curious.
All right,
Well,
so he.
I could just call DGen and say, "Hey, do this video for me."
I might be the only one that has this view, but these so-called First Amendment auditors that audit post offices, those aren't the ones we want. We want the cops that are doing bad things to good people. Those are the ones we want.
Yep.
Why audit post offices? They're not the ones that are going out hunting down people, extorting people, whatever. They're not the ones we want. We want the ones that are on the front lines accosting citizens. We don't care about government, or we do care about government employees, but not postal workers.
Here in the land of reality, we mostly believe that cops are good. There are some bad ones out there, and writing tickets is not extortion.
Okay, well, where I'm at in my life, I want to go down to my local Walmart, and I want to stand on a corner near that local Walmart holding a sign that says, "Fuck bad cops."
Oh, that's lovely for all the people that have children driving by to see.
Well, that and
so you can get your rocks off.
Well, that if Walmart were to allow you to do it, you could, but you also got to
No.
remember you're on a public property.
I'm not saying on Walmart. I am not saying on Walmart property. It is a public intersection. It is a four-way intersection, and
You're talking about
Walmart
an
is on.
Okay.
Walmart is on one corner of the intersection, right behind a local Taco Bell. Walmart is behind that. There is a Safeway on the other side of that. There's a Jack in the Box on the other corner, and there's some
Where's your
shutdown.
McDonald's?
Oh, what? I get what you're saying, but don't you?
Again, what's stopping you from doing that?
And also another thing, instead of doing it at an intersection of a Walmart where families are going to go by and see this, why not doing it at the local police station for people who are walking in? You know, what I mean, why not do it at the police station? Why do it at an intersection where people who,
because Walmart gets more traffic than police station does. Unfortunately, the police station is set off in like a private area and where like nobody ever drives.
Okay, I
Well,
got
then
two
why don't you go down to the intersection?
If I
It's got a
were to
big
do it
church
at
around there.
if I were to do it at the police station, only the cops changing shifts would see it. I want to do it where it's going to be seen, and I want to have a I'm sorry, what?
Go stand outside the church and do it.
Oh, let's not do that.
Why not go to your city council meeting and bring up your concerns?
Yeah.
Why not just stand at an intersection where people are going to see it and see how the
If
police
what you're
respond to
after is
that?
clicks and views, if what you're after is attention,
No, I'm
stand
not
out.
after clicking views. I am actually out there trying to express my First Amendment right, first and foremost, and see what kind of response I get from police.
So what do you look
Because-
ass beat to a bloody
but hold on.
pulp,
What
but
do
yeah,
you
that's
what do you
what I mean.
what are you
You
looking
just
for? Are you
you
looking
just
for
said you're going to stand
Hold
out
on,
there
Gary,
at the
Gary, hold on.
Walmart because
Gary, hold on.
okay,
Hold on, Gary.
all
Hold on,
right,
Gary.
all right, I got you.
All right. What are you looking for? Are you looking for just a response, or are you looking to affect some sort of change? What is your end goal?
My end goal is to affect change.
So then why not, instead of holding the sign like Hank suggests, go to the city council meeting? That is where you're going to get the change affected. Sitting outside of Walmart holding a sign, wondering what people are going to think, isn't going to affect any change.
Okay, but if I walk into a city council meeting, me being just one person, I'm not going to affect any change. If I stand on that street corner and I hold that sign saying "fuck bad cops," that's not offending good cops out there. No inference to good cops because we need more of them. But as long as the bad cops are there, the bad cops outweigh the good cops. So if I get citizen response and I get citizens walking up to me saying, "Why are you doing this?" It's like, did you read the sign?
Well, yes, and your sign tells
why are
people.
you saying fuck the police? No, I'm not saying fuck the cops. I'm not saying that. I'm saying fuck the bad cops.
Your sign tells people absolutely nothing, but if you have a well-formed argument in front of a city council, you will bring people to your side there that can actually help you affect the change.
Not only why don't you start up a .org petition? People, you can get so many petition signatures, like-minded individuals, and then take that to your city council meeting. Tell everyone to meet up at the city council meeting. Not only would it not offend people that don't want to be offended, but you have a lot of people behind you in your community that will help you go to the city council meeting, and you're not alone. Doesn't that make a lot more sense?
I'm glad I came here. I got a lot of good insight.
So
Thank you.
Here's a couple of things real quick, and I'm sorry, I was trying to get in, but I got asked to go do something. First thing, does this postal worker kind of look like a young Mama Fratelli from the Goonies? Yeah, she kind of does.
Oh my gosh, especially that right there.
Wow, I'm glad I'm not the only one that is that old to remember. Holy shit!
Yeah,
that was a great movie.
I needed to lighten the mood because things were getting a little wild there. The second thing is, I totally understand where you're coming from, DFK. They're bad cops, and obviously nobody wants to stand with them, and that makes absolutely perfect sense. The concept and practical application is where I'm going to differ, just like has already been said. We have an extended vocabulary that we can use in order to make a point without providing what can appear to be a shock value call. And that is where a lot of the frustration lies. I don't think it's necessarily behind the word fuck. It's more so that your placement, the amount of visibility of the word, the perceptions of other people that are going to be in that area, those are things that aren't taken into account when we say, well, fuck bad cops. I mean, I could say that right now with you guys, and nobody here is really going to be offended by that because this is a closed, pretty much closed area where we're going to have a similar idea. But if I'm going to be out in society and I want people to come to me, then I need to be able to articulate a proper argument. That's it.
Yep. Very good point.
That's
DFK,
a good point, Coach.
I've heard,
Point well taken.
like from you, I've heard people like
sorry,
Noli and others.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I just want to get this out real quick because you said he had to go. I just want to say, point well taken. I'm not sure who that was that was saying that, but point well taken. Thank you.
Not a problem, DFK. And by the way, I'm keeping it criminal. Just don't do anything that makes you end up on my channel.
Yeah.
It's not a threat, I promise. Just please don't go get arrested or tased, because I swear to God, I will make a video.
Oh, please do.
Okay, DFK. I've heard this like from people like you. I've heard it from people like Joe Cool and Noli. You all have a dream, but you don't have a plan. You expect immediate response. Okay, I've made this sign. I'm showing it. Boom. Okay, it's going to happen. No, if you need to plan out what it is you really want. You can't just write up a sign and say, okay, it's going to happen.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and put it out there. I got arrested for suspected DUI about a year ago, a little over a year ago. The cop pulled up, asked him what his probable cause was to stop me. He said, well, you crossed the double yellow line. Between where he came up racing behind me and where I stopped my car, there were no double yellow lines. So the stop was invalid, first and foremost. So that aside, I got tased inside of my car. The officer that stopped me opened up my driver's door. His backup came and opened up my passenger door behind the driver's seat. I got tased inside of my car. I got ripped out of my car. I got thrown to the ground. So they violated my Fourth Amendment right, Fifth Amendment right, and it's like, where's it in?
Okay, so DFK, let me break this down a little bit. Let me try and see where you're coming from. Okay, and I want you to know that this is not me trying to attempt to make fun of you. Okay, because that's generally what the basis of my channel is to poke fun at illegitimate things. But I also want to provide a point of education. All right, so when we're taking a look at rights, okay, the first thing that we need to look at is, as Americans, obviously we are granted those rights in certain situations. When it comes to the being secure in your person, your possessions, your Fourth Amendment rights, that in that situation, when you are being detained, they must be able to identify you. And although you do physically possess your ID card, your registration, any other identifying info, that in pretty much most states, that once you're detained, they do need that. And you still get it back, but they need to be able to document what's taking on. Hold on. Now, when it comes to all of these rights that you're talking about, like your Fifth Amendment right, your inability to incriminate yourself, that applies in a courtroom setting. Okay. And the side of the road is not where a determination of guilt takes place. All right. You are suspected of a crime. Charges are then presented to the county or district attorney, and they will determine whether or not to pursue charges based upon the information that's been brought to their attention. In the justice system, you are still presumed innocent. And even though you might go to jail and have bail set, bail is not there as a deterrent to innocence. All bail does is guarantee that you are going to end up in court for the hearing that you're being scheduled for. Okay. And you are still presumed innocent at that time. It is only until the moment when the evidence is presented in the case. So for instance, if you went into the courtroom, the judge called for the trial, you're sitting there in the defendant's chair and they ask you, DFK, at that time, did you cross a double yellow line? And if you were to say yes, because that is the crime that you were being charged with, then that would be considered under your Fifth Amendment rights, that you cannot say that because that's, self-incrimination. So at that point, you can plead the Fifth, that any answer you give to questions like that would be incriminating. On the side of the road, though, that's not the place for lawyering because it's not a courtroom. It's not a record of your incrimination. It is a record of the events to be presented as evidence under your presumed innocence.
Are you a civil rights attorney?
What he said.
I'm not a civil rights attorney. I'm a criminal justice student that's working towards a law degree and a PhD research degree in psychology.
Would you be interested in a civil rights claim?
No, sir, because I am not allowed to practice law in any of the 50 states until I pass the bar exam and earn my Juris Doctor, which is going to take another 4 years at a minimum.
Damn.
And when it comes down to that, knowing what I know so far, there is too much in the air and too much that raises questions before I could even consider taking on any form of case. And anything I tell you is not attorney
legally binding.
It's not legally binding. I'm not an attorney, you know, and so there's no attorney-client privilege here. This is purely. I'm a student that's learning about criminal justice, and you guys tend to be some really good examples for the papers I turn in.
Okay, well, just FYI, I was arrested on March 21st, which I think was a Sunday, late Saturday night, Sunday morning. I was released on Monday the 22nd. I contacted a criminal attorney the day that I got out. Apparently, the state of Oregon, which is what I live in, has a 6-month statute.
DFK, just real quick. I mean, this is good, but we're really distracted. We're getting away from the premise of the show.
Okay, so my bad. My bad. All right, sorry, Kenny. Sorry.
If you guys wanted to, if you wanted to talk to him, hold on. Let me finish. If you wanted to talk to him about it, if Kick would give you his email, you give his email. If you guys want to continue that conversation, that's fine. I'm not trying to get in between it, but I just figured we really are getting away from the show. So
don't want to get him in no trouble, Kenny. Don't want to do that.
Okay.
Don't want to cause trouble for anybody else but me.
Yeah, I don't mean
I'm good.
I didn't mean to derail.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So right, DFK, his email's in the private chat. So there you go. If you wanted to email him and continue your guys' conversation.
I should probably put mine in there because I suck at email. I can reply, but to try and get one sent the right way, oh man, it never works. It never fucking works. If I'm the one that initiates contact, there's no contact.
Yep, put it in the private chat. I'll email you. We'll discuss more. I'd like to see that video, but for right now, I want to see Mama Fratelli get really mad about that gold.
This
yeah, boy.
The Goonies too. I thought we'd never seen this movie.
Sorry.
I can't really do that. I haven't committed a crime yet, so.
It doesn't matter if you committed a crime or not. If they don't want you there, it's private property. They have every right to ask you to leave.
This guy is fucking stupid.
Do you think?
Post office. I haven't finished my.
Well, Hank,
do you think Glenn Sherry will come in to play the part of Chunk?
Business.
Chunk would smell better.
He would.
Well, Josh would do it, but he's in prison.
Patty would play a good Chunk.
Well, Glenn Sherrill's already got the laugh down pat.
Yeah.
You're right. Patty would play a good Chunk because Chunk ended up slapping Mama Fratelli, and Patty's known for beating women.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm at the Brazelton Retail Unit. 52.
Ooh, who would be Sloth though?
Murph.
Yeah, maybe. Who could be good?
Who was that guy? Who was that guy that we watched audit the other day? The guy that we watched audit the other day that was speaking Spanish, talking about a website with chorizo or something.
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't know. It was the only thing I remember is that one guy that was filming looked like an uncircumcised penis.
Yes, he is.
I'm recording. It doesn't matter
We have a
who's
customer
in
in the
frame.
lobby. He's just not cooperating.
Yeah.
Yep, you could totally tell that he's there to conduct business and not just be there to
Oh, yeah.
harass people.
We're taking care of, sir.
Oh shit! This is DJN doing this, really?
There's a court case out of
DJN's not
DJN's
not doing the audit. This is just DJN reacting to this audit.
Right to film.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All of your government employees and facilities. Their duties.
One more time, please refer to the title of this
There's also something
stream.
on the First Amendment. You're not interested?
Just like in Lavenders.
Is he also a postal employee, or is he just permitted to go back there? What was your name, man?
Sir, I don't have to answer those questions, but what I can ask you to do is leave postal premises.
You're gonna refuse me from being able to conduct my business?
Absolutely, because your only business there is to harass people under the guise of the First Amendment.
Have you heard of the court case? Oh, you're walking away again.
I'm actually interested to see what court case he was actually going to say. I've never heard an auditor reference a court case in defending their right to film in the post office. So it'd be interesting to see what he was going to use.
Oh, court recoming.
Well, see, now I can't leave because I think she's calling the police because I'm standing in here. So now I have to wait.
Well, no, you can still leave. Before she comes to chase you.
Photography for news purposes may be taken in entrances,
Wombat
lobbies,
versus
corridors, auditoriums when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by signs, official signs.
Never does,
or security
Cheeky.
force
Never does.
personnel or other authorized personnel.
You just destroyed your own argument there, Slick. Care to embarrass yourself any further?
See if she knows about her own rules and regulations.
That's the funny part. He read that.
Man, you said you're the
Yes.
manager?
He forgot he was supposed to stop before the word accept.
Thank you.
Have you read the Poster 7, the rules and regulations of
I
the
know what
post
the
office?
rules and regulations are. Thank
Did you read the section about photography?
Yes, and she actually understood them.
She did. She did.
He didn't follow the standard auditor shuffle, like Desert Sentinel calls it, the shit and split. You know, once they call the cops, you go stand out on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
Because, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm no longer in there.
Yep.
Did you read that section about the photography? Is that
Did
enough?
you?
Are you an untrained manager?
Untrained manager? Are you seriously this stupid? Don't answer that. It's rhetorical.
He probably doesn't even know what rhetorical means.
Yeah.
What you mean rhetorical?
You actually have the Poster 7 here says rules and regulations for photography in public. And you got a 1993 copy and a 2003 copy. They both say the same thing. So, all right.
So why are you violating both?
Yeah.
Educated, I guess.
Cause the pot can't come kettle black.
It's good to have DJing
Not
back.
really. My business is to conduct an inspection of the post office.
Oh, yes, an inspection because, you know, the post office needs inspection by jobless morons, right?
Yeah.
Who else would inspect the post office?
A postal inspector, maybe?
Shut up, Hank.
That's just logical.
He should go out there
wise
and
one,
measure all
please
those
explain
parking
to us how
spots.
it's your business to inspect a post office. Who are you?
Uh-oh.
Did
Here
he
we
buy
go.
his stamp?
He didn't. Didn't look like it.
I didn't
He's gonna
think so.
Just wait for it.
Oh, Officer Bagwell. He's my favorite.
I'm sorry, what's that now? Hey. All right. Are you?
I
you
love
got
this
somebody
officer.
Oh, I mean, Sergeant.
Looks like you do, too.
on today, man? Why are you aggravating people?
I'm not
I really-
buddy. I came in here, take a look around the post office, do a little inspection of it.
What he really means is he wants to see how many people he could get a reaction out of for views and AdSense. And people wonder
Where-
why we can't stand frauditors.
Where is this so I can track this officer down and buy him a beer?
Specific purpose?
Well, I've got a purpose, but you know, you can't really divulge all your information all at one time when you're working on a story. You're trying to put pieces together.
They're trespassing you from the property, so I do need to see your ID.
Well, I can't be trespassing unless I've committed a crime. Is that right?
What story?
Also, I need to be.
No, they have
I
the right
get
to
a
trespass you from the
trespass
property.
warning first,
That's
so
what we're
then you
gonna-
can just escort me off the property.
That's
and
what
that's
we're going
about
to give you,
it.
but we have to have your ID to do so.
No, you actually don't have to have my ID. You can just give me a warning and I can walk away, and that's all as far as it goes.
No, sir.
But
That's
again,
not the way we do it here in Brownsville.
well, let's not worry about how we do it in Brazelton. Let's worry about how we do it, you know, in the rest of the country.
That makes absolutely no sense.
No, it doesn't.
I'm speechless.
Nope.
What
Who's
you
we?
just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a record.
Oh God, what movie is that? That sounds so familiar. What movie is that?
To Billy Madison.
That,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Billy
it is Billy
Madison.
Madison. You're right. You're right. It is Billy Madison. Okay.
Rational thought.
I love Steve
Before we're
Buscemi's
even
part in
getting
that
to
movie.
point right
Yeah.
there, let's circle back around to the fact of what's trying to lead you to that. You're trying to trespass me from public property
That somebody
that's
has a
open to
right.
the public. They have no right to ask me to leave.
They do.
They do not. Not unless I've committed a crime.
Publicly accessible private property.
The land of make-believe.
The dumb is very strong with this one.
Are you a sergeant? You're not a sergeant, are you? There you go. Can you get somebody else who's over you or even under you? Maybe one of your subordinates knows it better than you.
No.
Ooh, wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Maybe we can go get a fifth grader who knows it better than you, auditor.
Right? Shit.
Jesus.
Kindergarten
What are they
might
gonna
know.
do? Call Joe Biden to come down?
But they
Poor Joe.
I'm praying
can't
to you.
ask me
Please
to leave
save me,
public
Donald
property
Trump.
if I'm here to conduct my business.
What business?
That would be denying me service.
What's your business?
I'm working on a story that I'm trying to put together. I need to get some footage of the inside of post office and how everything's operated in there.
Okay.
And trying to get the footage I need. You do some walk through, you get what you need. You stand back, you get some what's called B-roll. You get some of that stuff taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I do actually want to, make a purchase here too. Is while I'm here also to help support the post office. They've been struggling.
He isn't
Doesn't
bullshit.
look like you're supporting. It looks like you're aggravating them.
I'm not aggravating anybody.
What they say.
Y'all are aggravating me now. I could have already.
Oh no. Like someone says, you're disturbing his peace. Fucking idiot.
Got what I needed, made my purchase, and then left.
It's not true. We got called here because you were aggravating people and you was getting agitated apparently.
So aggravating, what charge is that going to be?
But right now it's criminal trespass if you don't give us your ID so we can
So to trespass me, you got to have
your ID so we can fill out a form.
to trespass me. You got to have a crime committed on the public property.
Hey, Kenny.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny, I have a news flash. Emo did not show up to Gary Snowflakes for the fight. Emo did not show.
What a shocker.
Wow.
Yes.
Damn.
I'm disappointed.
Do I got to refund all that money I sold tickets for?
It is true.
If you come on my private property and I tell you
that's different.
It is not different.
Your private property.
Okay, who owns this?
The government owns
Okay,
this.
they have the right to tell you to leave.
Wrong.
The government doesn't own it.
No.
It's a quasi-governmental agency who funds themselves through the sale of stamps and all the other equipment that they sell, like boxes and tape.
Well, by the auditor's newer philosophy, just because you contract with the government, therefore you're a government. You're
it
government
seems
property.
to be that way. Because it does seem to be that way. If you have a government, any kind of contract, all of a sudden your whole business is public property now. We can do whatever the fuck we want on your business. It makes no sense. But unfortunately, people don't know this. When people come up with cameras and try and tell them one thing, they don't want to become viral. They don't want to, and so they kind of let them do what they do.
If that was the case, everything that happened at the Capitol, nobody would have been charged. Nobody would have got shot. They would have just been able to roam around and steal laptops and crap on shit. That would be nice to take a crap on Pelosi's desk.
I'd like to take a crap on every single one of their desks, not just Pelosi's.
That's where I would
drop a deuce
start.
in each and every one.
That's where I would start, but I would take it and put it in like one of them plastic grocery bags, put a little bit of water in there and poke holes and just walk around swinging that fucker over my head.
If he took a shit in Pelosi's chair, they'd just think she was sitting in her office.
I do McConnell too. Fuck McConnell.
Oh, fuck that guy.
They are not the government.
She is
The First Amendment gives me the right to be here, standing here, doing what I'm doing today.
and she runs the property.
But I'm not gonna lie. I leave AOC my number. But like, hey, here, baby, how you doing? I know people think she looks like a horse. I don't think she looks that bad. So I leave it to digits.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't be simping for that.
I'm not simping for it. I just say
She got them
she's crazy.
eyes.
She's crazy. No, she's crazy, and she
Dude,
got some crazy ass
you.
ideas.
She will beat you and call the police and tell them that you did it.
She probably would. And I wouldn't want to sit around hearing her ideas for the Green New Deal either. That's just a stupid thing. Where everyone should get free college and everyone should get free this and that. I would duct tape her mouth shut. That's what I would do. Duct tape her mouth shut.
I'd place a ball gag in, then put super glue on the buckle.
There it is. There it is. Then we're all good.
The right to tell you to leave.
And I haven't bothered any customers.
Obviously, you were. Otherwise, she wouldn't want you trespassed from the property.
I'm retarded.
Well, that is not true. Otherwise,
I've helped people. In fact, I've opened doors for people as they walked in. I stepped out of line because they got busy.
Hey, start running tags in the parking lot. His face is going to pop up on one of them.
You think so? All right. So I was even opening doors for people. I wasn't finished conducting my business yet. They started getting busy.
You know what car he drove up in?
Yeah, he's got business.
I actually started stepping out of line and
he's got business.
Most government officials are fucking crazy, Richard. Republican.
It doesn't matter what side of the fence.
They're fucking
every
all
single one of
batshit
them is
crazy.
fucking awful.
Yeah, they really are. They're all in it for themselves, and it's ridiculous. They stopped being about the people a long ass time ago.
Politicians are now the equivalent of Hollywood. I mean, it's all about the fame. It's not about the people.
Yes, they may start off for the right reasons, but that's quickly corrupted out of them.
Absolutely. And it's sad. It really is sad. I see, you see some of the newer politicians that are coming in. You're like, you're like, all right, maybe this person's going to be okay. 10 years later, they changed, and they're just part of the fucking problem. It's ridiculous.
Look at the one that gives a lot of people headaches, AOC.
Well, that's why you just ball gagger and,
a lot of stuff to take care of.
Well, aren't you special?
I'm here collecting information on this post office because if you look on the Google reviews, they got a very low score here, which is unusual because of the simple.
And just remember, we wouldn't have AOC if we wouldn't have had Bernie at first. So without Bernie, we don't see AOC or any of these other fucking off
Kenny,
the wall.
Let's bring it down.
They're taking in packages and sending stuff out, but they have a very low score and a whole lot of stuff that talks about how people get packages missing from up here. I'm trying to see if there's anything that could be a link to that.
Bullshit.
Arnold.
Why is that your job?
Why is it my job? It's not my job to make sure that they're not losing packages, but if I have information that could be useful to somebody else, then they could take care of it.
You want to know where all the useful information is there, bro?
Really
it's on the internet.
I'm going to explain to you everything that I'm here doing. I'm here to conduct business. I have two forms of business I'm conducting. I'm taking a survey of the building.
He's got a great beard.
I wanted to buy a stamp while I'm here.
A stamp.
Yeah.
What about one stamp?
All these shenanigans.
Yeah, that's a good beard.
One stamp. Wow.
Yes, the purchase of that one stamp is going to fund so much in the post office.
Is there another post office where
Now, Kimmer, do you think this is a real beard, or do you think he purchased some of that that trendy beard hair that we saw the other day?
The stick-on beard?
Yeah, what do you think? You think that's the stick-on beard? Or you think that's the real deal?
No, that's part stick-on beard. I recognized it right from the get-go.
All right. Well, damn.
It does look nice, though. I love all
that. Everywhere. What does it matter what post office I go to?
I mean, usually go to the post office closest to where you live at.
I think maybe if I went to a post office someplace else,
I think you're just up here
I might have gotten better service.
I think you're just up here starting crap.
You are correct, sir.
Think what you want to think, I guess.
Oh, that's right.
That awkward silence kind of gave it away there, buddy. Like, how does he know?
You're one of those First Amendment auditors, and you're trying to get up here and you're trying to start a crowd, and it ain't gonna happen.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! No! That is not happening right now!
Love that movie.
So you're going to deny me from having service at this
She's
post
denied
office.
you from that, not me.
So where's she? She wouldn't even give me her name. She wouldn't even talk to me. I don't even know who she
Give me
is.
your name.
As far as I know about her working at a post office, all she got is a
Kenny.
lanyard that you can buy online.
This dude's an idiot.
The amount of time that they waste trying to get a stamp, it reminds me of like jail. You know, stamps are currency. I mean, prisoners wouldn't put this much effort into getting a fucking stamp.
I mean, now, all right, so now that he's arguing whether or not this lady even works at the post office, has the authority to trespass him. I mean, seriously, he is going from one argument to the other. When one fails, he quickly picks up another one that is just even more stupid than his original argument. It's just ridiculous.
The funny part is the amount of time he is putting in to trying not to go to jail.
He doesn't have to go to jail. All he has to do is provide his ID and fucking do it. Now, also, I guarantee if he just turned away and walked away, that officer probably wouldn't pursue him and just let him go.
A lot of feedback.
Yeah, that was there's somebody's got a lot of feedback going on in the background.
It sounds like somebody's watching the stream from a construction site.
So yeah, so
somebody decided to start mowing.
This cop here, he probably wouldn't even, if the dude walked away, he probably wouldn't even try to stop him. He's like, just let him go. I can't say guarantee, but I think he would just let him go at this point. So whatever, it's not even worth it. But instead, he wants to hear and argue it. And if he ended up putting in cuffs, it's his own fucking fault. He could have left it, he could get ID, get it over and done with, or he could try to walk away and the cop probably wouldn't do anything. I don't think he would. Do you guys think he would? I think you just let him go.
That's the problem, though, is that they're not focused so much on not going to jail. What they're focused on is what the officer is saying in order to trip them up so that way they can get out of going to jail. It becomes what they want to make it a battle of wits. And unfortunately, majority of them show up unarmed.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
From anybody.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I don't even know who the hell she is. How do I know she works at the post office?
Well, I'm telling you she does, because I've seen her here before.
Okay.
She works behind the counter.
Good for you. I don't know that, though.
I'm telling you she does.
All right. But either way, have you looked at the poster 7 that's on the wall in there?
No.
Okay, come on, let's go take a look at
Okay, so that argument failed. Let's go to another one. The one that's foolproof for auditors, right? This is their foolproof argument. Let's see how this officer handles it.
And I kind of wish the officer would go in.
I know. I wish you would
too. You're not welcome in there, so you're not welcome.
Well, we can go back in there together.
We're not going back in there.
And we can look at the poster 7. That actually
I
gives
go
you
back
the
in
right
there.
to film inside of the post office and the surrounding government properties.
Except where prohibited by signs, security, or any other authorized personnel.
You know, we're not too far from Cumming, Georgia. Have you heard of Cumming, Georgia?
I know where Cumming, Georgia is.
All right. So do you know about the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, the case Smith versus Cumming?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Okay. So Smith versus Cumming gives citizens the explicit right to film public servants, yourself, federal employees, wherever the hell she went to now.
In public.
The case he's referring to is one about being able to record police in public. Now, the employees of the post office are not public servants. If you want to read the case, I'll put a link in the description.
Absolutely correct.
We're in public right now.
They're in public.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What about inside of a building?
It's still public. That's a public building.
Okay.
The post, what do you call that? The post office box area is definitely open to public. Hell, the door never locks. I don't think you can go in there anytime you
McDonald's
want.
is open to public.
It's a privately owned business, though.
Okay.
I was drinking
And
in
is
the
the post
bar,
office not technically
but they
privately
put
owned?
me in
No.
public.
It's owned by somebody.
It's owned by the federal government.
It's owned by somebody.
Oh, it's. Did he really just say that the post office is owned by the federal government?
Yes.
Wow. He really should do some research.
Well,
by the federal
if
government,
not,
right?
why is it named the
Yeah.
United States Postal Office?
I can't argue that logic, Hank.
Wait a minute. If my water main was placed there by the state government in front of my house, does that make my house public property because it's government owned? I just want to know, should I go out and audit the water main?
You should.
I would.
Dun, dun,
Yep.
dun.
You should.
It's owned by we.
It would have no less
Well, you don't
bearing
pay
on our
taxes
First
here, do you?
Amendment rights than this one.
Doesn't matter where I pay taxes. Tax money goes into the federal funds that get dispersed out everywhere else, right?
Incorrect. Your tax dollars do not go to the post office. This has been debunked many times.
Many times.
So as long as I'm a U.S. citizen, if I was a foreign
citizen.
if I was a foreign citizen and I came into this country, right, and I bought a candy bar, I have every right to come in here and do the same thing.
Cost you more than that stamp did.
I'm not aggravating anybody. You're aggravating me.
That's not what they said.
They can say whatever the heck they want to say.
No shit.
Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bar you from the property. If you feel like you need to get an attorney to fight the barring notice, then do what you need to do.
So you're going to trespass me from public property when I haven't committed a crime.
Look, they have the right to keep you
if I was to be charged with any sort of crime, what crime would you have charged me with today? What would it be?
disorderly conduct.
How so? I haven't been disorderly.
He's been in there acting disorderly. I'm doing my part of my duty.
You're not doing it very well. I got to tell you that.
Oh yeah, and your quote unquote audit went so well, dumbass.
And acting on what she wants done. Okay. Right now, she wants us to serve you one of these criminal trespass notices, which we're going to do.
Well, you don't need to do that. I could just walk away because
we're going to do that.
I haven't committed a crime yet. I haven't been warned to leave the property yet.
Charlotte, North Carolina, showing place status.
No, you haven't because you've been told to leave the property.
Right now, we're going to focus on this criminal trespass warning. So, what's your name?
You can just put the location on there. You don't need to put anything else on there.
You do need to put something else.
Nah. I haven't committed a crime yet.
Listen to me. Sorry.
What's your name? You ain't got no name tag on, do you? Did you rent that vest? Is that a loaner vest, a rental vest? You don't even have a name on you.
1 second.
Newman. He looks like Newman.
He does look like a thin Newman.
He does. He looks like a thin
Newman.
Newman.
Write your name on this paper.
Maybe Newman's son.
Newman.
Usually when I'm asking
There
you
it
to do
is.
for your ID.
Are you doing a First Amendment audit? Hey, everyone, he's doing a First Amendment audit. See, no one cares.
I'm giving you the lawful
My mouth is so dry.
to provide me with your ID or name for this. Now, right now, you're obstructing my investigation and my duty.
I'm not instructing anything.
I'm going to ask you one more time. I'm going to place you under arrest for obstruction.
So
Hello, Newman. Hello, Jerry.
You're going to arrest me when there's no crime been committed yet?
You're failing to ID yourself to me, which is required by law.
What Bozo Boy here fails to realize is the officer is correct. In Georgia, if you're asked for ID, you have to give it.
When I ask you for ID,
if I committed a crime, what crime has I committed, though?
You're not getting it.
He's not getting it.
I don't think they have to abide by the law.
I'm not saying I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm here with the same rights as everybody else.
Call yourself, man.
I'm here trying to express my right as everybody else is.
If I walk up to that gentleman right there and ask
I'm
him for his
trying to
ID, he's
express
probably
my
gonna give it to
duty
me.
to serve you with this criminal trespass. That's all it's got to be.
Well, you can
ID yourself.
You can put Joe on there. You can put that on there. That's all you got to put on there.
Yeah, that's a false name.
How is that? You don't know my name yet, do you?
In itself.
Right?
That's because you're failing to give it to us.
If I told you my name is Bagwell, would you have thought that that's a false name? Probably so.
Yeah, because you would see, this right here. His name's Bagwell.
Semantics.
Fucking idiot.
If I tell you to put Joe on there, do you know if that's a false name or not? No, you don't know anything yet, do you?
That's why I would like to
Okay,
have
so
your
stop accusing me of committing a crime when there hasn't been one committed. Stop standing there and trying to put me into a hole that hasn't been dug yet, okay?
Oh, it's way too late. That hole has already been dug. Has been for a while now.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
So this is what we're going to do. I do need you to put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for failing to
Knew this was coming.
use your information.
You know of any wrecks or anything going on the interstate where you've got traffic backed up and people backing up on the rail?
Fucking idiot.
We have 2 wrecks on the episode and out with the person is now doing right.
Well, guess he's gonna have to tell the boys he's not gonna be able to meet him at Denny's later.
They have a right to They do have a right. So now to keep you off the property. They do have a right to deny me service. They have a right.
That's some nice looking asphalt.
Isn't that interesting? He just said they do have the right to deny me service. He's missed that just a minute ago.
Is that part
So
of
he's
one of
changing
his
his tune
teeth?
now.
I haven't. Once they've done that, until if they get you trespass.
That asphalt looks lonely. Maybe he should be introduced to it.
So we can then fill that paperwork out. You get a copy and then say bye.
They're pretty patient though. They gave him every opportunity.
Oh, those cops just wanted to make fun of him. That's all it was. They were having fun. Especially Bagwell.
Yeah.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready!
All right, on.
Oh, man.
That's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up.
All right, so there we go. What do you guys think?
I think that when I got started in on this, DGen corrupted me just like he corrupted everybody else.
Absolutely. He was the first one I actually started watching.
And thank you for it.
Lavender, what do you think, ma'am?
I have nothing bad to say about DGen. He does great work.
Absolutely. Solid work. Hank.
Love DGen's work. This was a great example of it. Glad he's back. And
He's never allowed to leave again.
No, he's not.
Yep. And love him for highlighting the dumb by the dumb.
Absolutely. Kimber. I think Kimber's still in awe about what was going on in the video. So come back to Kimber. DFK? I think he's in awe too.
Okay.
Keep it a criminal. Oh, Kimber, what do you think? How'd you like the video, or did you even watch it?
No, I watched it. DGen does great work as usual, and the guy was a moron once again.
Yeah, absolutely. DFK, are you back, buddy? You're muted. Trying to talk, you're muted. I guess he's not trying to talk. Keeping it criminal?
DGen's work is always top notch. He was my inspiration for wanting to make videos. Just the amount of spite and disappointment in the human race is fantastic. And it's got everything that you want from a frauditor video. Come on down to the post office. We got Poster 7, poor video practices, the lack of intelligence, and everything else.
Well, he went the extra mile to give us the entirety of Poster 7 and highlight his inability to grasp the concept of words.
Oh yes, it was beautiful to watch him read the definition, and then as soon as it clicked, the lights came on, and he's like, "Look, time to go film the door, I guess." Anybody else notice that this door is locked? It's impeding my right to travel, my constitutional right.
Yes, I think he was having a Joe Biden moment.
Absolutely. Carl, what'd you think?
Amazing.
You're really low, Carl. Couldn't really hear you.
Amazing.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to another watchdog who's actually up on panel here, keeping it criminal.
Don't watch.
So, if you would like to give us kind of, if for people that don't know who you are, give just a brief rundown of who you are and what your channel is about.
So, I'm a guy. I go to college for criminal justice.
Wait. You're a guy?
Yeah. The
Okay,
last time
okay.
I checked.
Okay,
Check
just
again real quick. Yeah.
Okay,
So
carry on.
And you go to a place for stuff.
I go to college. I'm a criminal justice student. I started making videos because I watched the rest of y'all making fun of people, and I said, "Wow, what a great opportunity to do exactly what I like and spit on stupid people." So, so I started doing that, and this video is about one of the first frauditors that I looked at, but the majority of this is actually educational. It's about some proposed laws happening in Texas which can affect auditors and people who film the police. So if you're interested in that, we can watch this. But if you want to watch somebody get arrested or tased or something, you might want to switch it to something else.
Yeah, what do you guys? Do you guys want to see? Yeah, let's keep it light. But I have seen this video and it's a great
I'm
one.
not an auditor, Connie, and I'm not a sovereign citizen, so I will answer questions as long as they're legitimate and purposeful. But auditing the internet, he doesn't need to answer any questions. Okay,
That's right. He doesn't.
Hey, welcome back to Keeping It Criminal. I am Kick, and before we get started, I want to give a huge shout to Artie's Corporate Fiction. Artie, thank you so much for covering the Karen video the other day in your live stream. It was absolutely amazing to watch. I know I wasn't there for it while you did it live, but I got to watch your reactions after the fact, and I have to say, it was definitely enjoyable. Wow.
You have her phone, right?
So, if you like to see somebody in the legal profession have a few brews while questioning the legality of dumb people, check out Artie's channel. I've put it in the description. Now, today's criminal has been brought to us by someone who wishes to remain nameless. And if you too want to send me a suggestion on a rabbit hole or a specific criminal, soft sit, frauditor, just shoot me a DM on Instagram or send me an email. I've got a link in my About page. The Instagram's up at the top in the banner. The email is obviously going to be visible for business inquiries if you have a YouTube channel. So who's in the crosshairs today? Andrew Jackson Morgan, better known as Political Trans Tribune, a false narrative fake journalism channel dedicated to harassing the police and public servants. This falls into lockstep like the other frauditor channels in the cesspool of YouTube. Now, his channel is pretty small, so you're probably wondering why he even matters. And, well, he kind of does. For one thing, he's one of the newest lapdogs for PayPal Patrick, Not News Ninja, and San Joaquin Valley Lack of Responsibility. Like a gaggle of 21-year-old girls in a nightclub, they flock together to comment on each other's makeup, how pretty they are, and generate a mobile echo chamber of stupid. What they call protection in numbers, I'll label a jug of jackwagons. But these three frauditors that we're familiar with aren't where it stops. You see, Morgan has ties to one other individual, somebody who's actually been in the news recently. And that player is Chris Quaglin. Quaglin is an unemployed New Jersey electrician with a federal criminal record now. And yes, if you want to become a frauditor or a sovereign citizen, the rules state that you have to be jobless and you have to have a criminal record. I don't make them, it's the law. Now, Quaglin was arrested on April 7th, so literally this past week on Wednesday, and he played a role in the Capitol riots earlier this year in January. He has been charged with assaulting, resisting or impeding certain officers or employees, civil disorder, and obstruction of official proceeding. There are pictures of him wearing a bear mace mask that were taken from police body cameras at the riots. He also had sprayed officers with that bear mace. He was stealing riot shields, handing them to other rioters, and then using the same shields on the police. But Quaglin didn't stop there. There's a level of premeditation, you see, because Quaglin's paper trail shows receipts for him financing other people to show up and stay at hotels in the area. And who else would follow Quaglin around to record him and egg on his stupidity but Andrew Morgan himself? Now, Morgan did not come alone. Morgan was actually driven to the Capitol by his wife, along with a jug of jackwagons. That's right, other auditors were present in that car ride. And as you might suspect, Morgan ended up being charged on April 2nd. Charges read as follows: obstruction, influencing or impeding any official proceedings, engaging in disorderly or disruptive conduct at any place in the grounds or in any of the Capitol buildings with the intent to impede, disrupt, or disturb the orderly conduct of a session of Congress or either House of Congress, or the orderly conduct in that building of a hearing before or any deliberations of a committee of Congress or either House of Congress, and parade, demonstrate, or picket in any of the Capitol buildings. And there is also probable cause to believe that Morgan aided and abetted the previously referenced offenses. So let's start off from his less than humble beginnings.
This is Andrew Morgan reporting live just outside of Montgomery County, Texas. On the description of the last video, I stated that what I said in the video wasn't quite the total idea and fact.
Stated very plainly here by Morgan, you can tell that nothing that he records or places online is fact, but again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. This video comes from 9 years ago in response to a traffic stop and what appears to be a subsequent arrest, and how he disagrees with it, and how he seems to believe that an officer agrees with him on the process of arresting somebody. And of course, he laments the fact that he didn't get that on video, because getting an officer to agree to stupidity on film is about the equivalent of having a non-grainy photo of the Loch Ness Monster. Now, Morgan wasn't necessarily satisfied at leaving it with this one video, which I suspect the other one has either been marked as private or unlisted. So while his wife is driving, he decides to record the police in what he thinks is illegal for them to drive at a higher than posted speed.
DPS officer
Ain't gonna lie, y'all.
around us without his
This is a lot more educational and historical value. Like, I know y'all want to keep it light, but this is one of those, it's going to take some time to dig into this guy. Yeah, I pretty much do a full coverage thing on him.
Okay, well,
I should have said something, but I had to go take care of the kids. And do the VF and I. That was a good one. It's PayPal Patty and News Now Ninja.
Just so I can find this guy, that's Morgan, Big M, Little Organ, right?
Yeah, Andrew of the family Morgan.
Which one?
The VFX Kick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's PayPal Patty and not News Ninja. That one's way better.
Did we move on to Vilified? Oh.
It looks like
it's a collab. It's a collab.
Ah, okay.
Hey, welcome back to a special edition of Keeping It Criminal. Vilified Freedom was so kind to collaborate with me on this episode where we take a look at a couple of frauditors. So, as VF always says,
Is he spotlighting you?
Yeah.
Aw, it's PayPal Patty.
I wish I had my flashlight with me.
You don't need one. It's not like you're going to use it to look for that common decency and self-respect you lost years ago.
He doesn't die.
I'll have my flashlight.
For your brain.
What we do here is make sure and focus on the police. Don't get any people's faces.
Oh, dude, I already know. We'll get.
This is not the place to film people.
You got your light?
You too. Hey, can you get that light out of my face? Filming you.
Is there a reason you're recording inside my patrol vehicle?
Can I?
Yes, sir. Because he's stupid.
Can I see some ID?
Yeah.
See it?
Oh, you can't hold my ID.
I can't read it.
What was your name?
I can't
Officer
read it.
Tech, TEK.
Nice to meet you, Tech.
Is there a reason you're recording inside the patrol vehicle?
You got something to hide?
Everything's going
No.
good, you?
You got anything in there you shouldn't have?
Are you filming me
No.
from that phone right there?
No, I'm filming you from my body worn camera right here.
Can I help you?
Oh,
no,
hey, Sarge.
we're just fine over
How's
here.
it going?
Well, good. What's going on?
Just taking some video, making sure everything's okay.
Just be careful with inside the patrol car, though, because of the screens.
Oh, I know.
They have the car.
I know what I'm allowed to film and what I'm not allowed.
Yeah, we're not filming the CAD. No, we're not doing that.
Okay, that's just what I just need to be sure you know.
Okay.
All right, fellas.
Sarge, would you mind staying out here? Because I'm highly suspicious this man, he might do something he shouldn't do. So I'd like if you would stay with us.
I'm sensing some sovereign behavior. Here. Are you asking the police to protect you from the police?
Well, in terms
No,
of
just,
what?
here,
We're trying to. We have a call.
Yeah, no. I'll be with Sarge.
He's
Just
fine.
deal with the
He'll
call.
be fine.
Okay.
I just don't think he realized what was going on. So
Okay,
it's no problem.
All right, thank you, Sarge.
All right. Oh, by the way, where's your mask?
What's that?
Your mask?
You know what? That thing really gets to me. It's hard to breathe.
Oh, I know. Trust me. We wear them all the time.
Does
But
HPD
right
make y'all wear it?
We have to wear them.
Really? That's part of. Is it part of the uniform or no?
No, it's an order, but it's also an order with the through the county judge that we have to wear.
Are you talking about Hidalgo?
Yes.
Is it Hidalgo that did that?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you would please.
What? Am I going to go to jail?
No.
Okay, okay.
We are just to warn you that you need to wear the mask because there is a fine of, I think it's $200.
Oh, you're going to fine me?
No, I'm giving you
There's
false warning.
Is there a penal code or something that backs that? Is it actually a
It's not
ticketable
penal
offense?
code,
Hey, I don't want. If you want, I'll let you move your car.
It doesn't have to be a penal code because it's an order from the governor because of the pandemic, and they want you to wear the mask. So therefore, a penal code doesn't. It's pretty much an executive order from the governor, right? Maybe not executive order, but
So I can break this one down pretty simple. Judge Lena Hidalgo, back in, I want to say it was late March or early April of last year, she did state publicly, it was on the news, Facebook, everywhere, that the mask mandate was coming down from the governor and everybody was going to need to wear it. They didn't necessarily sign it into law because the legislative session didn't hit until this year. So if it was going to become a law that would be part of the penal code, they would be reviewing it right now.
Because there's a lot of people coming and going. I seriously
traffic here.
No, seriously, I don't want anyone to hit it.
Well, I know, but
It's not a very good place for the. You don't even have your emergency lights on. You should, if you're gonna be in the street, the crosswalk.
why are so many of these auditors anti-maskers too? You notice that? Like most of them are. Most of them just have this real issue with putting on a mask. I mean, granted, it's not going to protect you completely much at all.
They're not comfortable.
True, I get all this, but it's like it doesn't hurt nobody. Just put the shit on. Come on.
Yep, I
Because
agree.
it's one more thing they can argue over.
Yeah.
That's true too.
And get reactions on.
Hey, there's no legality out there that says I'm not supposed to wear pants. Okay,
that's true.
All right, I wear pants because they're comfortable and they also keep you from smelling the entirety of a fart.
Yeah,
they
And you
provide
don't want to
some
look like
level of,
Donald Duck.
you know. Just want to point that out.
Well, but I think public decency laws wouldn't allow you to not wear pants outside.
I just said pants.
Yeah, but
you don't go commando.
I don't think you could just wear your underwear out there, not tidy whities. I don't think you can just do tidy whities. I think you get away with boxers, which you could almost make them look like shorts, but tidy whities, I don't think you could get away with that.
Actually,
I think
you can get
public
away.
decency.
You can get away with tidy whiters easier than boxers because boxers have an open door for
Things to escape.
Can we all just agree that people who wear biking shorts should not be allowed in public?
Agreed.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely agreed.
I'm filming the cat.
This is why I say 99% of auditors give the rest a bad name.
That's true. There's a handful of auditors who film the police without harassment. But let's not forget the real auditors, the internal auditors, people who paid their way to an education, earned their degrees, and earned a wage to audit. Not thieves with cell phones who pretend they know better than actual educated professionals.
She told me not to film the cat. I'm filming the cat.
What idiots.
Oh, I'm such a bad boy. She said, "Don't film the cab." Guess what I'm gonna do? Ninja,
Yep.
check it out the cab. Check it out. It's the cab filming it. I'm such a bad boy. Cillian's gonna love me even more.
Rebel.
Right?
Yes, rebel without
Rebel
a
without
clue.
a clue.
I was
Thank you.
smoking in the
Right out of my-
bathroom, guys.
Woo! Smoking
Just here
in the
making sure they
boys'
do their
room.
job right. That's what's up. No, we're here to protect y'all.
Not my shop. That's the problem.
Oh, did you leave them in the
You
car?
locked your keys in the car.
I got a hanger. I can pop the door. So tell the camera what happened. The sergeant.
The sergeant jumped out, and go ahead.
So wait. They're bitching about a mask, and he's wearing a mask. What was the point of the argument then?
Patty's the one that does the mask thing. Not News Ninja is way too high to really give a shit most of the time, and he's Patty's lapdog.
Okay.
And at least Patty's not wearing his face net, trying to call it a mask.
Yeah. You ever seen this one? There's this one guy that does he does a mask, but it looks like he's not wearing a mask. It's like, okay. But I guess he's wearing a mask. But he gets people's reaction from it. Because he wants to
I've
piss
seen
people
that
off.
guy.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Gary. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, because he's wearing a mask, but it's like, really? Why do you want to piss people off like that?
To tell us, she went to go tell us that we shouldn't film the CAD. We shouldn't film inside the vehicle. So we know we can film inside the vehicle. They're supposed to close the CAD. It's ridiculous.
So the sergeant told us not to do something, and we did it anyway because we have no respect for authority, ourselves, or our fellows. But we're totally going to shift blame because their actions enabled us to be stupid.
Way to go, Sarge.
She gave me a warning for my mask.
Oh no, this is kind of epic, man. I've never seen an officer lock their keys in the car. You have?
They're human.
So
My
now you're gonna
God.
say it happens.
Let me hear what she's saying.
Why me?
Oh gosh.
So for your next audit kick, are you going to get you one of those fancy things to hold your device?
Well, if I'm going to be doing it as auditing the internet, I don't need to because I could just use OPS. You can't trespass the screen recorder.
That's a good point. Good call.
I'd kind of like to figure out where PayPal Patty's going to be one of these days and just get a van load of people dressed in stormtrooper outfits. So in the middle of this audit, just come and surround him.
Last I heard, they were stranded in the port.
Is that why we haven't seen too much from Patty? He's stranded. Poor guy. Poor kid. All 17 of them that showed up at that fucking rally that's supposed to be so epic.
How is he stranded in LaPorte?
I think the vehicle broke down or something.
Oh.
He's in the car.
And how sick of him is it to?
Is it good?
be
Hank?
having? How
It
sick?
sounds good.
It does.
Oh, sorry.
What's for dinner?
I'm having a Scooby snack.
I'm not saying I hope this happens, but I'm saying wouldn't it be a shame if he got COVID?
I was thinking that too. Like, what's Patty
Yeah.
going to do if he ends up with COVID, you know?
That's been brought up a lot. I'm sorry, Hank, go ahead.
Well, my answer to that most recent question is he's going to e-beg for funds.
Yeah, I'm surprised he
You were
hasn't
right.
yet. I'm surprised he hasn't yet, or has he?
Does anybody know what happened at Earl's hearing?
Oh, yeah. What happened
It
with
got
Earl?
pushed to
You got
Wednesday.
Oh, son
Yeah,
of a bitch.
5-day continuance.
Damn it!
God,
I'm gonna
that bastard.
I'm gonna have to make sure somebody in the surgical room is keeping track so they can alert me when if he goes.
Why are you going in for surgery, Hank?
Having my pacemaker put in.
Okay.
Pacemaker defibrillator.
Okay.
So everyone, pray for Hank.
I have an
Hopefully it's
AED. I can just come stay by your house and.
Well, I've got what they call a life vest. It's a wearable defibrillator,
Oh, right.
but it's really a pain in the ass.
I promise to only shock you when your eyes are shut.
Okay.
And when we come to visit, me, Kenny, and everybody else here on panel will come visit, and you can let us shock them.
Yeah,
Only
that'll
when
work.
his eyes are shut.
Well, he's on panel like almost every day and every hour, so that might be hard. He's always up.
Yeah, but
Well,
he
I
has
could
to
be pulling a
blink
doopy and getting
sometimes.
naps. I could be
You
pulling a
could.
doopy and getting naps on panel.
You could. Sometimes I think Carl does the same thing. Sometimes I think he gets naps on panel, dude, because a lot of times he just gets super quiet.
I
So
think
he
I've
just
only
falls
slept on
asleep.
your panel once.
You once and you snored.
I know.
I watched Devon Bay live stream last night, and he passed out after he got super high, and he left it running for like 3 hours. So I left him a message that said, "This dude's so woke he is asleep."
Wait a second. Devon got high?
Right?
Oh, he got
Devon?
very high.
Devon,
Is that right?
He got very high.
That's just so unlike him.
I know.
Really?
I would have never thought.
I think he's got the
Never.
name wrong. It couldn't be Devon.
Well, now that he knows that Kick knows what he's doing, he's going to have to change the name of his channel again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once the trolls find him.
Michael Bowman's got a good point, Hank. You're wearing it wrong. It's just a pain in the ass. He's got a point.
Yeah.
Slow clap for Michael, everyone.
That is too much.
All right, so let's continue this video. It's pretty good. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
I've got one of these, but mine's being worked on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you just keep the key fob on you and then you just lock it and then?
Well, but then
That one has a physical key, huh?
has a physical key.
Oh, okay.
We have physical keys.
Okay, so you're just used to the habit of locking it.
Well,
and then
that's because I usually leave the key in, and I have my own key.
Yeah, and then you unlock the door. Oh, okay.
How about we just chalk it up to simple human error? It happens. I mean, people make mistakes. I've done it before myself. I'm guaranteeing both of them done it. I don't know about the hippie guy. I don't know if he can afford a car.
Okay, I see. Yeah, this is this is somewhat of a bad area, so we're just making sure everything's okay. You know?
Just be
Yeah,
very, very
right.
careful.
Oh no, we
And you're
know.
right, because it is a bad area.
Yeah, well,
But
we got
most of the
you
people
guys to
out here are
protect
very,
us.
very nice. Most of them.
Because we all know Patty is so brave and such a concerned citizen, right? So
He's
brave.
keeping her safe.
He's so brave that he not will only will he allow his girlfriend Selena to be arrested in his stead.
Mm-hmm.
He will ensure. Go ahead.
And beat her for it, probably.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
He's just that brave, guys. This is the type of brave individual we are talking about here. And anybody that takes anything that Patty says as gospel, or is just following him around like a lost dog, like this News Now Ninja is apparently, yeah, he can't be that brave or smart either.
Well,
You're
if you
dumb,
listen-
dumb, 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 dumb. If you do.
If you listen to the opening, like right as they start filming, they're whispering to each other, like like they're telling secrets, like, "Hey, you want to make sure you don't get anybody's faces because this is bad area, bro." And the other guy's like, "I know."
Oh my god.
Remember, this is
It's
a
all
bad
respect in
area,
these
though.
areas.
I'm sorry?
It's all about respect.
Hey, albino Marley, it's all about respect wherever you go, you jackwagon.
Still giving him too much credit, VF. This guy couldn't spell respect if Aretha Franklin was singing the song behind him.
That's exactly. I mean,
I got you to protect me, so I'm okay.
a lot of these people, like I said, there's elderly out here.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of them, it's just, they're good.
Oh yeah. I'm News Now on YouTube. I'm sure. Come on, HPD has been filmed a lot.
Oh no, I don't. I just don't watch. I know about y'all.
Yeah, News Now. They've sent out.
And of course David and all that.
Yeah, News Now Houston. Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
You know, it's amazing to me how well you're willing to wear shame as a badge of honor.
Here's something honorable from the HPD Code of Conduct. We shall always engage in behavior that is beyond ethical reproach, something that auditors will never do themselves.
So, and I've been in the area for a little bit.
No, I've done that before. I used to do SRG.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Was that special response?
Special response group.
Yes, group. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yep.
And Patty's got to try and show his audience that he knows more than the police again.
This guy looks like a tyrant.
With his kindergarten education.
Yes, because he looks like a tyrant while he's just walking around on his phone, right? Yeah, that's obviously a tyrant. No doubt.
Guy looks like a tyrant. Please explain to all of us, what does a tyrant look like? We all want to know.
It's got to be the way he's holding that phone. All wide hand like that, you know?
That's not the look of a tyrant. That's the look of a man who already knows your character without having to speak to you.
He's calling the VA, most likely.
Oh no, I don't want to leave him there.
Ask him why you're driving like that.
Sir. I'm sorry, but if you're going to be dressing like a glowworm, you can't be running up on me asking 20 questions and me take you seriously.
Is there a reason why you just hit that speed bump like a ramp? I got the whole thing on film. If you jump in that speed bump like a ramp, that is totally out of line to be using this.
Why are you driving like that, man?
Why are both of you living the way you do? Do you have any drugs in your pocket? I smell something funny. What is wrong with your boy's outfit?
Man?
Not only that, where's the evidence that you guys say you have? You ever notice that they always say they have all this evidence on video, but then that evidence is never released? They just like to talk about how, oh, we got this cop doing this, but then you never see the evidence of said cop doing said thing that they said the cop was doing.
By the way, I have a call in with the deputy chief of the Houston Police Department on Tuesday morning, because I wanted to ask them some specific questions about Earl, Patty, and all the rest of their crew, and how they plan on handling it.
Oh, that'll be good.
And she did give me permission to record the conversation, so I may be making a video about that next week.
Yeah,
right on.
good.
That'll be a good video.
Hey, Kick, I can't wait to hear that video.
Thank you, Monty.
I would like their reaction to a registered sex offender carrying a shotgun on in the streets of Texas for YouTube clicks and views.
Noted, and it's part of the list of questions I have, not to mention the questions I have to ask them for a class essay, but that's not the point.
Just because you got irritated somebody was in front of you?
No, I was trying to get up here.
I just watched the whole
thing. There's no rush, dude. She's okay. She's fine. She got her keys. You helped her out.
All right.
But I mean, is it per policy to do that? I'm trying to figure out. You got your body cam on?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You got your dash cam rolling when you did that?
I don't have a dash cam.
Well, what was your reason to do that?
And it's not possible he's coming for something else besides to bring her.
I was in a hurry.
You're already here.
Is that kind of hurry?
Yes, sir. Can we step back up here on the sidewalk, please? Thank you.
Do you want to go? Go ahead. I'll stand right here.
All right.
All righty. You're going to need some new shocks here soon.
We could only hope that P. Barnes would be here to give you two the shocks you need.
I don't know. Personally, if I would have done it, you would have pulled me over. And you were already here. I mean, you were... What would you say? What would you say? 500 feet away? You're 500 feet away, and you're in that big of a hurry. You could have hit somebody. You could have caused an accident, and you wanted to speed around a car. For what? Because they were going a little too slow for you?
Well, I've already explained.
You didn't tell me anything.
I did explain it to you, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Say it again, please.
I just said I was in a hurry to get over here.
But would you say
The car pulled out in front of me.
Uh-huh.
So when I publish this in the morning, it's going to look like it was worth doing.
You're going to post it to make the police look bad anyway because you have an agenda. He actually has a job to do, which is worth doing, unlike you.
Is it?
Do what now?
When I publish this in the morning, is it going to look like it was worth doing? Is it going to look like that was a rightful action of you?
I don't know. Like I told you, I was in a hurry to get here.
You were already here.
You
jumped the last speed bump on the way in.
When I was coming over here, I saw the people over here.
Hey,
so I
Kenny,
got
pause
real
this.
quick.
Would you say it's an emergency? Were you on an call? Did you have your lights, your sirens on?
No, sir. Lights and siren were not on.
Okay. Were you in a hurry? Were you responding to an emergency?
No, sir.
The thing is, why are the police taking this verbal abuse by them? Why does he just not walk away?
People in polite society will provide politeness to those that don't even deserve it.
Yep.
I agree.
And if you look at the code of conduct for a majority of police officers and offices across the country, their job is supposed to be as median as possible, as neutral as possible, but that doesn't mean they cannot do their job in a pleasant manner. I don't like how Music spent so much time talking with these fools. He actually wasted too much time.
Well, part of our policy was not to talk to anybody with a recording device.
Yeah.
So I would have pushed my way by.
Yep.
That's exactly what I would have done.
I know, but were you responding to an emergency to be driving erratic like that?
Wasn't driving erratic.
Yes.
I passed the vehicle.
Okay,
up.
yeah, but what made it unreasonable is you passed a vehicle up when you were already here and you went around, you sped over the speed bump. It was erratic driving. It really was. I got it on video.
Patty, the only thing unreasonable here is that God ruined a perfectly good butthole by putting teeth in your mouth.
That's fine. I'm sorry that you feel that way.
So if I go do that, is it going to be okay?
Instead of saying, I'm sorry that you feel that way, would you say, I'm sorry I did that, and then I'll leave you alone?
You don't, I mean, come on, these cars.
I'm asking you to be accountable for your actions.
Here's the thing.
I want you to be accountable for your actions, sir.
And that's today's theme, accountability. These two mouth breathers without any personal moral or ethical code have made a decision to hold the police accountable, even though these frauditors can't hold themselves personally responsible for their own actions. This is the educational we part.
learn
as kids.
You can skip
Cause
it.
and effect for our actions.
Oh no, it's part of your video, and this is a showcase of what you do, so everyone will understand what you do. So we'll play it. Plus,
all right.
Plus, some people need to learn a few things, like Kimber over here,
and the consequences that come with them. From here, we learn what not to do when we take other people into consideration instead of focusing on selfish wants. We then try to make bad situations that we caused right and live by a higher standard. Some would call this the golden rule. I like to shorten it to be good to each other. But this requires effort to take others and their thoughts, feelings, rights, and beliefs into account before doing something. If anything, this video provides another prime example of how grown adults should not act in public or towards police. Again, I want to thank Vilified Freedom for working on this collab with me. It has been super fun to put together. Make sure to check out his channel if you haven't already. As usual, make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like for that almighty algorithm. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Have a great day, and above all, Jesus loves you, and so do we. That's why we need to be good to each other.
All right, right on. What'd you guys think?
Very good.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job.
Great job.
Really.
Hank?
I thought it was great.
Would have been
Carl?
better. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, Kimber.
I think it would have been better if they all would have gotten tased
Yeah.
and Hoosiered themselves.
Yes.
It would have been better if they got sprayed.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was kind of hoping that the glowworm was gonna get arrested because he does a great impersonation of one of those inflatables at a car dealer.
lot.
Yep. He puts his arms up and tries to wiggle out of the arrest.
DFK, are you there again? Or are you still gone?
I think he might have fallen asleep.
Yeah,
DFK is AFK.
He probably had a few too brews. He was he was panel hopping while intoxicated. I mean, it's not against the law.
No. Carl? Well, we'll go ahead and boot him then.
Unless you're driving and while you're doing it.
Personally, I think Creepo Criminal is trying to kill me with those jokes.
Carl, I would never want that to happen to you. I promise I will make my jokes even worse. Just for you.
Oh, geez.
Damn it, Carl! Laughter is the best medicine.
Now when you have lungs the size of climbing me.
So I guess he's trying to get you to OD.
Monty?
I loved it.
All right, if I could have some mods put up Keeping It Criminals channel and then go ahead and put up Vilified since he was in the video as well. So you guys go ahead and sub to both of them if you haven't already, but I'm sure most of you probably already have.
And
Can I ask Kick a couple questions?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know. May I?
Is
Mama,
Kick
may
your
I?
real name?
Can we stop you?
Go ahead, Gary.
I was just wondering, you said you're currently college student.
Yep.
And what are your plans after schooling?
To go back to college for 2 more degrees.
Whoa.
Okay.
So this is bachelor's that I'll finish in May. Afterwards, I plan on going back for a dual doctorate program.
Holy shit.
A law degree and a research PhD, and I'm considering psychology for the PhD side.
Pretty
I was
amazing. That's
I
really
was just
cool.
wondering what field you're going to go into after all that.
You know, the funny part about this is I'm an IT guy. So none of that's applicable to what I do and how I've established myself. But I to be honest with you, the primary focus is I want to be able to go into the jails where people are about to come out and re-enter society, and I want to give them not only a crash course on how things have changed from when they went into now, but I also want to be able to get into their mindset and help them understand, their past actions. The things that they learned in jail don't have to define them once they walk out of those doors. They don't have to define them while they're even there. So that's, I want to do that from that perspective, but I don't know whether or not I'll go into that, but it's a nice dream to have.
Yeah. Sounds good. That's all.
Real quick before we move on, Kenny, the video that you were considering showing before, I think it's just really important to point this out. Texas has House Bill 1757, which is currently being viewed by the committee. And what that does is it changes the law for what's considered obstruction of justice or interfering with a police stop. And that's what we see with a lot of cop watchers and frauditors. The police have stopped somebody and then they want to inject themselves. And so they're adding a whole new defense, which instead of the one defense that you have where you could say, well, I was telling the suspect that they were being pulled over by a cop for a traffic infraction. They now have a defense where they can say, all I was doing was recording or observing the police officer, and I followed and obeyed all legal requests from that officer, legal and reasonable requests about my proximity. Meaning if an officer sees people filming, they can stop and say, hey, if you could go film 50 feet in that direction, that'll be great. You're more than welcome to film, but I'm going to do my stop. I'm just here to make sure you're safe and everybody else is safe. And if they choose not to follow that, then they're considered under section 3815 as obstructing an officer.
Yeah, we talked about this, I think, last week or earlier this week sometime. When you let me know about it, I went on live and we talked about it a little bit, and we were talking about some of the different auditors that it would affect and some that it wouldn't. Like, we don't think it'll affect Patty. Patty's too much of a puss for that to affect him. I'm thinking it's going to affect that News Now Ninja guy. It's definitely going to affect Omaha and auditors of that ilk, but there's certain auditors it won't affect because they're too pussy to interfere with the police like that.
Oh, yeah. When they're too busy crawling around in the middle of the night, shining flashlights in the windows, I'm surprised they haven't been shot yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
With Herbert the pervert. I want to make sure I put that out there.
Well, that's kind of funny because I was sitting on Discord a couple of nights ago and Rogue Nation was on there talking that we're all stupid, and you know what I mean.
All right, so go ahead.
Saying how we should allow them to do their patrols for their First Amendment rights and go around at 2:00 in the morning around people's homes.
That's the beauty of free will, is you're allowed to do anything you want, but you're not exempt from the consequences of your stupid actions.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, don't the auditors understand that statistically, a traffic stop is one of the most dangerous things police officers do?
If they did as much
Totally
research as
fair.
they talked about and watched, I don't know, like Donut Operator, dude covers traffic stops all the time where the police end up having to get into a gunfight. I mean, is that not something that you don't want to be involved in?
Yeah.
Or
Holy
are they
crap.
just hoping to be able to get it caught on tape so they can get all sorts of clicks and views?
Holy crap, guys. Look who's back. Kimmy is back. Welcome back, Kimmy. Damn, I haven't seen you in a few months at least. Holy shit. Welcome back, Kimmy. Good God to have you back. Hope you're doing well. All right, so now we're going to move on to this is Schrodinger's cat. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of who this watchdog is. He does amazing work, and he's another one that has really grown really, really big, really fast. And I'm sure most of you are subbed to him, but if you aren't,
Kenny,
here's a taste. Yeah.
can I just say that I did this video and then this is the second time it's happened, and then Schrodinger does the video?
Well, some videos are just so good that, they can be done twice.
Why do I only get 400 likes and he gets 48,000?
Because he's got like 48,000. He's got
He's got-
68.6 thousand subscribers.
I mean,
that's a pretty good answer. He has got 68,000 subs. Maybe that's why.
Yes, when he does lives, he has hundreds, if not thousands, in the live view.
I'm lucky to break 100 on certain days. So yeah.
Kenny, you're not subscribed?
And I actually pay people to come on here, like Lavender, she's getting paid, Kimber's getting paid, Kick is getting paid, and that's still not.
I'm not getting paid.
Of course you're not, Gary.
Where's my check, Kenny?
Yeah, where's mine?
That sounds like did you just say that you're working on a story? Is that what it was?
I'm working on a story.
It's got as much legitimacy. All right. I got to dip out. I got a video that I've been trying to work on for the last 6 hours, and you guys have served as a welcome distraction. So have a great day. Be well. Be good to each other. All that good shit.
Thanks for all you do,
Okay,
Kenny.
Kick. Thanks for coming by, man.
That's here we go. Someone's trying to come up before we start this. Let's see. What's up, Chief?
Hey, everybody. How's it going this evening?
All right,
Chief.
Hey.
No, Kimmy, you're not getting paid.
Could be better.
All right, so let's continue this. We're watching Schrodinger's cat. Now, he's covering, just like Lavender covered, Omaha gets arrested again. Again. To the surprise of literally no one, right?
I'm surprised.
I'm a sovereign citizen too. What's happening, guys? You suck. All about the gold fringe and how fraudulent it is.
They hit me with a really strong dose of OC spray.
I want to speak to you, Jeff Saunders, now. I know the laws, buddy, and I'm waiting for you to do something wrong so I can sue you in the pulpit.
I pay for that uniform, I pay for that car, I'm the taxpayer, right?
Hi, folks. Let me begin by welcoming my newest channel members. There was no winner to the last contest. In spite of a ton of guesses, no one correctly guessed that I was in Mississippi when I made that video. So here's what we're going to do. That contest is discontinued, and I'm starting a new contest. The first channel member who can tell me what rank I held when I retired from the Navy gets $50. Keep in mind that you must be a channel member, and you must use the email address that's in the description box. Now on to today's idiot. Water is wet, the sun rises in the east, and News Now Omaha gets arrested. These are just laws of nature. That's right, News Now Omaha got arrested for the 10,000th time, and per usual, he attempted suicide by cop. With the aid of PayPal Patty and convicted rapist Earl David Warden. The beginning of this has no sound, but it's clear what's going on.
Hey, Island Girl.
I suspect they had no sound because they didn't want to incriminate themselves.
As
on the-
usual,
on the
Omaha
plot.
is approaching a cop with his hand in his pocket, which is only smart if you want to get shot or tased. Also, pay attention to the furtive movements that he's making. He's perfectly mimicking somebody who's about to commit an act of violence.
Safe in a car, of course.
I was just gonna say that. That's weird.
Safe in a
You're
car.
brave. Yep.
Oh, this is as brave as Patty is, and his ilk. Let Omaha go out there and do that. If this were Joe Cool, or if this were
Let me point
another
out one
auditor,
more thing.
they'd be out there
This
with
is
him.
being filmed by Patty and the convicted rapist, Earl David Warden. The cop has his pistol unholstered. Are they out of the car screaming for their friend to stop doing what he's doing so that he doesn't get shot? Or are they busy filming their next YouTube video? It's almost like they approve of this reckless behavior.
Poor Omaha just wants to fit in. I was so
I
sorry
know.
for him.
I know.
I don't.
But the thing is, Omaha's going to get himself killed if he doesn't stop.
And he needs to stop hanging around people that are encouraging this type of behavior. Because
Now a
he's
second police car rolls
he's
up,
too
and watch
young.
how he immediately approaches it with his hand in his pocket. And notice
that's
his
just
aggressive
stupid.
posture.
Is he wearing a ninja outfit?
No, close. It's all
He's
black.
wearing a douchebag outfit.
Don't say that too loud, or else he will next time.
God, he really is gonna get himself killed.
They don't want to do it because those cops will feel horrible about it, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
And it'll just and not only that, it'll just add to the hysteria that's already going on in the world. Another black man, unarmed black man killed by the cops. You know, and Earl and Patty will just pounce on him like, that's right, we were there.
Yes, and the media will not cover any of his earlier attempts of suicide
Oh no,
by cop.
of course not. Of course not. They won't go into a history of what he does, and he's pretty much asking for this. No, they won't talk about that.
Yeah, and then you'll see Earl and Patty get online talking about it, and you're going to see them on news also.
Oh, yeah. CNN.
After
I
they've
was
rubbed
there
their
and I saw it.
after
I'm sorry,
they've
go
rubbed
ahead.
their eyes with
Here's where they
onions so
take him to
can
the
have good
ground.
tears.
And I think they did it pretty efficiently.
All right, let's go.
Pussies. Let's go.
Let's go.
Now let's go.
Now they get out of the car.
It's almost like this is the part they're waiting for, right?
Yep.
We are all watching Omaha get arrested, but all these two clowns can see as dollar signs.
Cha-ching.
And the bad part is, these cops know those two by name.
Which is probably why they stayed in the car, because the cops will know exactly what it is.
What kind of be detained for, man? What? Don't touch my phone. Hey, you see this dude? He's gonna break that. Touch my phone. Stop, man. I ain't got no weapons. Don't touch my phone. Why are you touching my stuff? Why are you touching my phone, bro? No, you violated my First Amendment rights. Patrick, how you doing, buddy? Hey, how's it going? Patrick Ruff, right?
Yeah, you know who I am.
No shit, Sherlock. You just said your name.
Hey, man, relax, guys, relax. Relax. Don't touch my dick, bro. Hey, relax. These are First Amendment auditors, okay? This is what they do. Now get off me, all right? Get me off these cuffs.
The sad thing is, Patty is so proud that the cops know who he is.
The thing is, those officers know that this whole thing was a setup and should put them under arrest for aiding in this.
For what crime? Exercise my First Amendment right?
I'm surprised they're letting him so close to the situation.
I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
They're just detaining him, but he was telling the officer to try to help him.
Hey, no lie. No lie, dude. No lie. I ain't done nothing to me, dude. For what crime?
Island Girl is beautiful.
How'd you, Earl?
Exactly, eyes on. He doesn't realize he's being used. And if he does, that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Everybody he's gone out with has used him. Starting
Oh, yeah.
with Josh.
Every single buddy, yep.
No, he's gone out with Joe Cool that didn't use him.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
that's-
realize
yeah.
that they actually hooked up. Okay. My bad.
He doesn't want to listen to Joe Cool, though.
Exactly.
Joe Cool's
I
tried
know
to talk
that.
him. Joe Cool's tried to talk some sense into him, but he don't want to listen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit ironic that a fence rider wants to try and talk him off the fence.
Hornet, you're right. They are using him like a puppet.
I feel bad for the kid.
Oh, I do too. I
Oh, no.
feel really bad.
I know.
for him.
I know. I've told him several times, but for all he know, he probably doesn't take me seriously. Let's be real. He probably doesn't.
I have
And
heard him
you're
on
right.
so
You
many
might be right though. Maybe he
channels.
doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he just wants to be rich.
What's that?
And he thinks this is his claim to fame.
What happened?
I've seen him on so many panels where people have tried to talk sense into him. And he says,
Every
"I
time
know,
he
I
comes
know, I
up,
know."
Kate tries to talk. Kate tries to talk sense to him. Everyone that talks to him is like, "Dude, you need to stop," because no one wants to see him get shot.
Yeah, we just got here.
And if you back him into a corner with logic, he starts throwing the race card out.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you got body cams running, right?
Very misguided young man.
This part is funny. The cop is trolling Earl by calling him by his first name. Ever since the news came out that Earl's a convicted rapist and is under indictment for child molestation, he's been going by his middle name, and he hates being called Earl. Sorry, Earl. And also stay away from the kids, Earl.
Earl, how's it going with you, man? Going all right. Nobody calls me Earl. I do.
I love it.
I do.
You know, up the day with your registration and everything? Of course. Okay. Patrick, you too?
Registration for my vehicle?
Sex offender?
I guess
You
that's a
think I'm
good
sex
point,
offender?
Izon. That's a good point.
No. You're accusing me of being a sex offender?
Is it true that you abused your wife or something like that?
What are you talking about, man?
He's talking about the time you abused your wife, Patty. You don't remember?
Oh.
Well, let me refresh your memory.
Get away
Stop.
from me.
I
Get away from me. Ow, bitch. Don't fucking put your hands on.
Now, it should be noted that there's question that video is questionable because it's some people think it's a hoax that set up. Him and Nomad set it up. If you guys don't know who Nomad is, Nomad was an auditor. He recently passed away, not recently, like a year ago or 2 years ago or whatever it was. And they've set up videos before, so it wouldn't be unusual for them to set up a video like this. Why would they set this type of video up? I don't know. But Nomad at one point said it was a setup, and then Nomad said it wasn't. So, the story keeps changing on that.
Well, in case he actually gets busted for beating his wife, he can use his video hoax as evidence that.
Again, I'm
it's
not
just
saying
a
it's
hoax.
I'm not saying it's a hoax. I don't know. It
sounds
it could
real.
be either or. It could be either or.
Get away. Get away from me.
I agree, Archangel. I don't know why you would fake it.
It
This
sounds
is
real
real.
to
He's
me.
a scumbag.
That sounds like he's choking her out.
You're accusing me of things now?
I'm just asking.
Is this how officers act in uniform?
This is what
Throwing
I'm
around
doing online.
accusations? Well, you're
misinformed. It's not true. You're misinformed.
Hey, what's wrong?
Most of the stuff that you see online isn't true.
What about Desert Communications? What y'all do to those guys?
Who?
Desert Communications?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what that is.
Like you reposting your stuff.
Don't know who Desert.
Telling everybody who y'all are.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Seriously, I don't know.
I think he's referring to Desert Sentinel.
All right, we'll see what's going on here. We'll be right back with you, okay?
Thank you, Dingo.
Yeah, let me point something out on that. He asked him, Patrick Roth, if he's on the registration. That makes me kind of wonder if he's not supposed to be sooner or later.
Or if it's just the fact that he hangs out with so many sex offenders, he might as well put his name on the list.
Correct.
Yeah, I doubt Patty's too much of a pussy to do anything like that.
So that was the latest episode of News Now Omaha Gets Arrested. I'm starting to wonder if he's having some sort of contest with Jeremy DeWitt to see who can get arrested the most times. If you like this video and you want to see more stupid in the future, please like and subscribe.
All right, so what do you guys think of that?
Awesome.
Can I go
love
first?
these videos.
Go ahead, Gary.
I've seen both versions, and I like Lab's version best.
Of course you do, Gary.
Mine was from Earl's perspective.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it has the volume on in the car and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought your video started right where they are about to jump out of the car.
Well, that's because I cut everything else off. It was just dead air. They're just standing there. You can't hear what the officer's saying or Floyd. And these two mumble through it. So I just took it off.
Thank you, Michael Bowman. Carl, what'd you think?
Personally, I want to say it was excellent.
Carl, we're gonna need you to speak. Your volume is super low, dude. It's really hard to hear you.
Sorry. Excellent video. I hate Patrick.
Laugh. What'd you think?
Oh, I thought I already did me.
Oh yeah, you did. I'm sorry. Kimber, what do you think, Miss Kimber?
I love Schrodinger's cat. I think they did a great job.
Absolutely. Hank?
He did great work. I always love watching Schrodinger. I've been following him since he was going after flat earthers.
Monty?
I think Lavender did a good job. I think Schrodinger did a great job. I think that Omaha's going to either get himself really severely hurt or get himself killed.
Chief?
I'm just surprised he hasn't gotten tased. I mean, it's just the behavior he was exhibiting is just, if I rolled up on that scene, I don't know what the hell I would have thought. I think I would have probably just tased his ass.
All right, but we're more. All right, that's great, but we're trying to more focus on the because this is a Watchdog panel, so we're not really too focused on the auditors. Just like how the Watchdog did the video.
Creator.
The creator, yeah.
Well, I like Schrodinger's version. I like Lavender's version. I've seen like three of them, three different types, but I liked them. I liked them all myself.
Okay, great. All right, so everybody, I think everyone, if we could have a mod post Schrodinger's channel up, that would be great. All right. Oh, yawn. Sorry.
Hey, Kenny, can I ask Monty something?
Sure.
Yeah, Gary.
Monty. Yeah, you mentioned something about Earl and Patty getting charged with something. I think you said abetting.
Yeah.
Is there could they really get charged with like conspiracy or something like that along those lines?
I think they could. It depends on the officer if they want to write it up that way.
But like, what would they be aiding and abetting? I think what they're
Well,
would have to
maybe
be
not aiding and abetting, but conspiracy.
Conspiracy. They could say it all depends on how it's written up. They could talk to the DA about it because they're helping with disorderly conduct.
Okay.
Does anybody know what state they were in? Because I mean,
Texas.
sometimes it's aiding and abetting after the fact that you can charge them with, depending on what state you're in.
It's Texas that they were in. It was the weekend of their big Laporte rally.
And it all depends if they even have a law that covers it.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, conspiracy is different
It would be a
different states. So
it would be a hard one to stick.
Money?
Huh?
Are you a police officer?
I worked in corrections for 10 years.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
it really wouldn't be that hard to stick. All they need is intent, and here in Louisiana, and all they got to do is go back and watch their other videos and see that they have called the police on themselves. They've used this kid as bait how many times, just to get reactions. So, depending on, and that's in this state. I don't know Texas's law.
All right, and I agree with you if they did call the police on themselves, but that's if they didn't call the police on themselves. And we all know that's why Omaha acts the way he acts. So the police will get called on him, and he doesn't have to call them himself. So, I think that would be based off of if Earl or
But
Patty called them.
even if you don't have them calling the police, you still have so many videos showing them baiting.
Yeah, you do.
You can
Absolutely.
Just throwing in there that they have in the past called the police on themselves, is a bonus.
The DA could have a field day with PayPal for all of his false statements to police.
Prime example is also, let's say if they do end up shooting Omaha, those two can be charged just as much as that one can.
What do you mean?
They could be charged. Let's say they killed him. Let's say they got him killed.
Mm.
They could be charged with murder.
Oh, well, yeah, a certain degree of it, yeah, or accessory or something, they wouldn't be, obviously, because they're, especially with the video evidence of them, what they do with Omaha, absolutely, I agree with that, and I think if that happens, they should, because they fucking put that kid in that fucking circumstance. They didn't, I agree. All right, so now we're gonna move on to. Does someone post?
I'm gonna take off. Thank you.
All right, Kim.
Kim leaving?
Yeah,
Bye,
so.
Kim.
All right, so we're gonna move on. We'll do this last one. We're gonna look at Virgo Triad. The facts matter. Many of you know who Virgo is. Never heard of Virgo Triad. Oh, jeez. Well, you're in for a treat here, Hank.
You gotta love Virgo.
That was not me that said that.
She is
that was
awesome.
me that said that. I've never heard of Virgo Triad.
And now Chuck's gonna get you, and we're not gonna help you. All right, so here we go. Virgo Triad. This is a quick little video. Breaking news on the Sharon Tracy Gale case. This is from like a month ago. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Good evening, everyone. Virgo here. It is March 17th, 2021, and happy Tuesday to everyone. You're going to notice me going a bit slower. My breathing is still rather labored, but I wanted to make sure that I went over this with everyone, as we have stuck together through this case all the way through. I received this email today from Vine. Vine is a service that provides information to victims or people that are interested in specific inmates. There are several states that actually provide information to Vine. Pennsylvania happens to be one of them. And in the last week, I have received 2 of these. First, we're going to be going over the one that I received this morning. This is on Sharon Tracy Gale. It's showing that she has been released from custody as of today. She was released by court order. I'm going to be taking you over to the docket so that we can take a look at what happened and how it is that the court decided to release Sharon today. This is the Court of Common Pleas of Delaware County criminal docket for Sharon Tracy Gale. As you can see in the process status, it shows the status date of today, where it shows awaiting sentencing. And then it shows the case status as adjudicated. Let's take a look at what the last filings were. And let's see, there's a better place to view that and talk about how we got
What I love
there.
about Virgo is she like gets all this information and just puts it out there for you. So thorough. So thorough.
Here we go. All right, so as you can see, the last things that were entered today, or rather, it would be yesterday now, I suppose, and today is Wednesday, so I should have said happy Wednesday. But as you guys know, I'm definitely in the process of recovering, so clearly no coffee, right? All right, so this was filed yesterday. A guilty plea statement was filed. And then secondarily, a statement of post-sentence rights filed, which I will be showing you what that looks like in just a moment. And then this was a placed in by George Pagano, and I believe that is another judge, which is no contest. So what has occurred here is Sharon took a plea deal. I suspected that she might. The reason being that, as we know, Sharon's paperwork was never going to work because it's frivolous, it's erroneous, it has no merit. There's no solid ground for the arguments that she was making in any way, shape, or form. Sharon had spent well over a year, actually it was a year and a half, in prison. It's called a prison, even though it's a county jail. And she, I would imagine, was simply getting worn out. Now, I, for one, do not believe for 1 second that Sharon has changed her belief structure, her ideology. I believe that she saw no other alternative in terms of getting out other than to do what she has done here. My guess would be that they are going to give her time served. But until there's some additional updates on this docket, I cannot say that for sure. The case is not actually showing as closed yet. So in the event that there is additional sentencing and I'm not able to see it yet, I will continue to check and update you. I caution anyone to listen to anything that Sharon might say about this. As you know, we have consecutively been lied to over and over and over and over and over again by the Moors in terms of what happens in actual court. Once everything does come to pass and this case is showing closed, I will then, as promised, be ordering all of the transcripts, and we will see exactly what was said. Right now, we just have a peek into this. So a guilty plea was reached, filed under no contest, and a statement of post-sentence rights was filed with the court. Let me take you over to what that looks like, and I'm also going to be giving you a link that you can go to take a look at it and read it thoroughly for yourself. It'll give you a good indication of what it was that she had to initial and sign, and what her rights may be from this point forward. Now, a guilty plea or a plea of no contest generally must be adjudicated within 90 days. This docket is actually stating that it was adjudicated, but it isn't closed yet. So again, we have to wait and see if there's any further updates. Here we go. What you're currently looking at is the Court of Common Pleas, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, Criminal Court, for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, a statement of post-sentence rights. And these are all of the things that Sharon would have had to have agreed to, and what her actual rights are with regards to this, in order for her to have gone ahead and gone with the plea deal. Okay. Now, plea deals generally are provided to those that have either served a large amount of time, and the prosecutor agrees that, okay, that's enough time served. For now, we can go ahead and make a deal on this. Also, it's provided frequently in the beginning when someone is willing to plead guilty right then and lessen their jail sentence if they feel that they're most likely going to be convicted. So there's a lot of different reasons, but as I said, generally on any kind of a plea deal like this, when someone chooses to agree to make a statement that they plead guilty or no contest, it has to be adjudicated within 90 days. I'm going to provide you with the link to this so that you can read through all of these different rights and statements on your own. And this will help you to understand how this comes into play. So I have another bit of information on the Sharon Tracy Gale case that I would like for you to take a look at. So on the 13th, I received this from Vine. It states, this email is to inform you that DeCorey Pitts has been transferred from Pennsylvania Department of Corrections to SCI Phoenix. The transfer took place on 3/12 of 2021, and you will continue to receive updates about this offender. As you might remember, DeCorey Pitts was the other party that was charged in the Sharon Tracy Gale case. DeCorey was charged with a weapons charge. When he was picked up, he was currently not legally able to have any weapons near him, and they found one in the home. So DeCorey is serving 5 to 10 for that specific charge, along with a few other things. And so he is still in prison and has been transferred to Phoenix. This happened on the 12th. I was notified on the 13th, and I just wanted to update you of that. The links will be in the description, and I will follow up with you guys as soon as I have additional information. If indeed this case does close out, I will file for a request of the transcripts, and we'll be going over those.
Ooh, that'll be cool.
Independently. Once again, thank you to everyone, and I will not be back to making videos every single day just yet. I'm going to be minding my health a little bit more, and I have to be careful about how much work I actually do right now. But I will slowly be getting back into making daily videos within the next week or two. And I'm looking forward to addressing a lot of the things that unfortunately I have backed up now because of my week and a half of being off. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported me through this once again. And this is the only update I've got, but a new one will be coming shortly, and we will stay on top of that also. Everyone have a wonderful evening.
All right. So what do you guys think?
It's Virgo being Virgo. Great.
Absolutely.
Very thorough. Although, and I love Virgo to death, Zoom class. I felt like I was in a Zoom class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have attached the links for you to read at your leisure.
Hank, what'd you think,
But
sir?
no, seriously, she's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Okay, Hank, your turn.
Hank. It's not vertigo, it's Virgo.
Yeah,
Virgo
vertigo.
triad. It's Virgo. Hank?
Oh, sorry, had the mic muted.
Oh, you're on another panel. On another
You're on
panel,
our
are we?
panel.
No, I just had my headset mic muted.
Oh,
But I always love she comes out guns blazing, but her ammo's always the truth.
Yep.
Absolutely. Carl?
I'll ever go. She always has the best stuff.
Carl, you're really going to need to do something with your mic, dude. Like, I can't hear you.
I don't think he feels well.
No.
Oh. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Oh, okay.
You feel fine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Then-
well, we can barely hear you then.
Yeah, we can barely. You need to turn your mic up then.
Or bring it closer.
Bring it closer or turn it up, one or the other.
If I bring it closer, I'll be eating it.
Then you need to turn it up then. Turn up the volume on the mic. Usually you're really clear and we can hear you, but not today.
New headset, what can I say?
New headset. Okay. That's what it is. All right, Monty, what'd you think?
I always have loved Virgo's content. I'm glad she's on our side and not on the receiving end.
Absolutely. Chief. Oh yeah, maybe you turned the one. I don't think it's Carl with the one. No, it's not Carl with the TV. It's probably Lavender.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'll be right back.
All right. Chief, what do you think about Virgo and the video we just saw?
I think Virgo is one of the best channels out there. I subbed to her a long time ago, and she has such a way of debating the facts with people. I would not want to debate her at all. I would not, because she is just like she could have been a really good lawyer if she had actually done that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she would have been a scary lawyer.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I would agree with you on that. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Now, we didn't cover nearly all of the Watchdogs out there. There's still many others, and we'll do a part 2 at some point. But I just thought this would be a nice change up from we're always talking shit about auditors and saying how much we hate something. Well, I thought let's have a change about stuff we like. So I thought it'd be a nice change. I hope everyone enjoyed it. So, Lavender, you got anything last minute to say before we go, man?
As always, thank you for having me on panel. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, Lavender Mexican. And thank you all for being here. Those of you that are subscribed, thank you so very much. I love you all.
Yeah. Gary, anything last minute, sir?
Oh, as usual, thanks for having me here. This has been a very enjoyable show. My phone hasn't freaked out on me during it. That's one plus.
Makes it better, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Chief?
I just appreciate you having me on the panel, Kenny. It's been a great panel. I hope everybody has a great evening. Well, it's evening here in Ohio. It's probably afternoon where you are, but yeah, it's been a great panel. Thanks.
All right, Monty?
Great panel as always. June 1st, plan on something big coming.
June 1st?
Yep.
Oh,
That's all
what's
I can say right now?
You gotta give us some sort of context.
Grumpy Old Men will be going live on June 1st.
Who's Grumpy Old Men?
My channel.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna do a channel. Okay, there you go. See context. That's great. All right, sounds good.
Been talking to Keeping It Criminal and a bunch of other people, and we're working on it right now.
Okay, cool.
Do you need an agent?
No, I don't need an agent right now, Gary.
Carl, you got anything last minute to say?
Rally bites and so
Okay. Hey, Nash and Nathaniel. Yeah, we're just wrapping up here. Guys, feel free. Here's a link to the Discord. I put it in chat. Feel free to join the Discord. We have a lot of fun there. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. And remember, make sure you tell somebody that you love them, because you never know when you are going to get that opportunity again. All right,
I love
guys.
you all.
Have a
See you
great
later,
rest of your day.
See you guys.
Bye, everyone.
I can't believe you two took that raving lunatic seriously. What do you think this is?